It's that same old startup screen glow, blowing dust off a gray game logo. Saturday stacked in a plastic case, sleepover scores we can't erase. Kirk's got stats like a cheat sheet code, and he's got jokes from the late night shows. Top 4 takes from a childhood stash, argue till the credits crash. Welcome to my nostalgia therapy. Tougher reasons I still feel 16. Pixel hearts and worn out TVTs. Play it back, let it all come clean. Laughing like we never had to leave. Hit subscribe to the kid in me. Every week's another memory. Yeah, this is my nostalgia therapy.
This is the Rushmore Show, where it's all about your top 4 and nothing more. I have to move over for the short version. I was kind of half in, half out. Anyways, hey, man, we are live. It's Thursday night, and we are excited because tonight is a groundbreaking episode. We are talking Pokemon. Andy, we've never talked Pokemon before. Guess who I am? Rest in peace and edit. Your friend Dax, Cannon for President of the United States. There he is. He is going to help. Yeah, Dax, do I remember you? Rest in peace. And is this a new? What do you call those things? Is this a new channel? Rest in peace and edit, or did you change the name? Dax. Anyways, Dax, remind me, where do I know you from?
That's how you remind me.
Yes, it is.
You remind me.
It is a new
So what was the old one? Rest in peace and edit. Let's see.
Maybe it was and edit.
And edit?
And edit.
Is it the Mr. Carrot? Is the Mr. Carrot? Was Mr. Carrot? Is that? I don't know. I don't know.
Anyway, guys, we're talking Pokemon tonight.
You gotta catch them all.
It's gonna be a blast. So
Dude, I like my shirt, man. Oh, by the way,
I love that shirt.
it's rip and edit. Oh, not rest in peace and edit. Yeah. I open up Pokemon, which is rip and edit. Yay! I'm still blue. Tyler is still blue. Tyler, is still blue. Yep, you're in it to win it. Thanks, Tyler, for being here. And yeah, we're not going to take away that. And rest in peace and edit. You are also still blue, which means you change, or not rest in peace and edit, rip and edit, duh, which means you just changed the name. You still have moderator too. 14 people in the house. Hey guys, we're the Rushmore Show. We talk about your top 4 and nothing more. We're going to climb up a mountain today and talk about our favorite Pokemon of all time. If you like Pokemon, stick around. We have 2 PokeTubers coming to hang out while Pokemon collectors coming on, and hopefully you enjoy. Or my mom's account.
You gotta catch them all.
So Pokemon is Bob Marley's favorite in this. Pokemon. Yeah, man, I get it. So hey, let's get this thing started. If you're the 16 people in the chat, hit the like button while we do this. Andy, let's do our. You ready? Top 4 Pokemon cards, art, Pokemon characters of all time. Let's get it. Now, Andy, Cannon just brought up a good point. Pocket monsters.
yes.
I thought Pokey was like a.
It's a little anti-Christian from some of the videos I see. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, there was a guy who thought it was.
That guy is the funniest video in Christendom, Christianity. That guy's weird. But look, I'm not a big Pokemon fan. Cannon is. He's coming to help me today. But I do appreciate Pokemon. And I do. I enjoy that he enjoys it. And I love collecting it with him. So I met you at the show. Yes! And I gave you the knife with the anime character. The anime character was Cloud Strife from Final Fantasy VII. And I remember that. I do remember you, Dax. I met you in...
How do you remember that?
How do I remember that? Because I remember cool people. And I met him. It was at the Louisiana RetroCon. It was a Louisiana RetroCon. But anyways, yep.
I think I was
Andy,
gone.
let's get our guests out here.
Let's do it.
Coming down the mountain when he comes. Look, we're going to climb the mountain with two good Pokemon collectors, PokeTubers. We actually had two other guys that were supposed to come on the show, and the schedules didn't work out. So we had a guy that jumped in, our guy Tyler, he's jumping in. And so let's get our guys, Matt from Dusty Flotilla and Tyler Hall out here to say hello.
What is up, fellas? Let me get your actual introduction. Here we go. Hold on. There it is. There it is.
Welcome. Yes, I do remember. You just got to get a little bit of a reminder, Dax. So, hey, so Matt, Dusty, and Tyler, welcome to the show. Matt, this is your probably fifth or sixth time, seventh time.
At least.
Yeah, or...
For the
Tyler, this is actually your first time on this side of the camera, and we can't see you because you got a little bit of weather and a little bit of lag, and that's okay. But you're
Tyler's just looking through a paper towel tube.
Oh, it's James Bond.
You can tell. Yes. Right. Tyler, welcome to the show, man.
Welcome. So, Dusty, tell everybody. Well, first off, did we figure out in the green room who's going first tonight?
No.
Don't matter, man.
We did not. Matt,
Okay.
you want to have the honors to go?
Matt, Dusty will go first tonight. So since Dusty, you're going first, Tyler, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Why Pokemon? I know that your Instagram is filled with some really cool art that you get commissioned for. Can you tell what we call them the Summit Squad a little bit about your little corner of the internet?
Yeah, my Pokemon origin story, about 18 months back, I had a health incident that got me bedridden for about 7 months. I was doing a lot of the toy YouTube world, and Retro Rick stopped by Pokevault's place. He had the nice little toys. There was some music, similar to you guys. That's how I found you guys. It was like, oh, cool. They talk about a lot of fun things. They have good times. And slowly but surely, as an old man with technology, I realized, oh, these guys live stream. Oh, I can chat with these guys. Oh, I can email them and we could do stuff. And the cards themselves, I don't have any relations with the games. I was too old growing up. 1999 was senior year for me. My beard is grayer than another man's on this screen, but that's okay. He wins. He wins the beard.
My senior year was 96, so I'm older than you.
Oh,
so
more seasoned. Okay.
So just a little bit.
Fell in love with the people, and then the art has always been in my background. I claim to be a Bob Ross that swears. So, just an alternative. He's
Bob Ross probably does.
Yeah.
Not on camera, but he probably did.
Happy little trees here. Yeah. Well, look, hopefully we're not swearing tonight because this is our we do have some children around. But thank you, Tyler. Thank you for being here.
Best behaviors.
Yeah, man. Thank you for being here. I hear that you're rubbing shoulders now really quickly with some really cool people in the Pokemon space. And listen, that's just news to me. We just love the community. We love the people here. We're glad that you came back and visited us even one time, much less again, like Dax in the chat. And I do want to answer that question. When you coming back to a show in Louisiana or New Orleans? Well, our next show is in July, and it's going to be the Southeast Gaming Exchange in Greenville. Andy, I know that might be news to you, but Austin was on the show with Bryce last night and told him he just hadn't gotten in touch with us yet. Oh. And I'm like, well, I really wish he'd hurry up because it's less than a month. So that's our next show, if that works out correctly. And then right after that, I think the next one is Louisiana RetroCon in Morgan City.
Yep.
And then Pelican and St. Tammany Collectors Con will be right behind those as well. So we have 4 more shows that I know of for the year. I haven't talked about Cajun Con this year, but maybe I talk to Scooby-Doo again. But it might work that way. So thanks for asking, Dax. I definitely want to see you guys. Come and get another free gift and come hang out with us. Matt, Dusty Flotilla. Dusty Flotilla. Tell us all about your corner of the internet.
Well, Pokemon collector, pop culture fanatic, collecting all kinds of stuff over the years and whatnot. I have a great appreciation for art in general, and what I collect with Pokemon is sometimes it just catches my eye, and a lot of it's also characters and stuff I like, and I'm just trying to put it out there for everybody, and I hope you enjoy.
Man, can I just share an opinion that probably nobody really cares about, but
that's kind of our job. That's what we do.
Our show. I might not necessarily collect Pokemon, but what I do value, and I value it here. I value it when I get into these video game streams, which we're starting video games in 2 weeks, booking some really cool video game YouTubers and creators. And maybe I'll get some more while we're out and about at Siege, because that's what happened last year. I value the passion that goes around collecting. I've always been a collector, and I love that when somebody has a certain passion together, that we can become friends from all over the world. And then YouTube like this, it even brings it closer. And so I hope that everybody's open-minded today, considering Pokemon is not something that we've touched base on at the Rushmore show, but we've done a couple things we don't normally touch base on. But here we go. Let's do it. So you're going to go first, Matt. And this is going to...
Oh, you want Tyler to go first?
I thought he was. I was just...
Well,
okay, I mean, that's fine.
Tyler, whatever you want. Don't matter to me.
Guys, I want to bring up the P1 that I have on deck. Is that you guys or is that me?
Yeah, I can pull that up. Yep. All right. So before we do that, though, Tyler,
okay.
If you're going to get us kicked off, let us know your criteria, kind of like what you were thinking while you're putting this list together of top 4 Pokemon cards, Pokemon art, that kind of stuff.
All right. First criteria that comes up to mind, most people value money. I value story, or in certain cases, because a lot of my collection is actually signed cards. So I'm one of the dirty men that devalue the card, basically, because I have a signature. Me, I consider it a higher value, because not only do I have that pricey card that I only spent $10 on, like, I'm crazy, I'm not stupid. I won't pay $400 to have a signed card. So value is irrelevant. I feel like first thing, meaning. Either the card art itself has meaning or the story behind the card has meaning. I feel like that kind of really establishes out all the other lesser criteria. I feel like just starting with that one's a pretty good one.
Well, this one is given to me.
Yeah, well, that's good. All right, cool. So with that said, give us your number 4. I'm going to bring it up on the screen for us. Let us know, what is your number 4? Your Rosie, that's what we call number 4 of Pokemon art.
The Rosie of the Rose is from a newer release in February, The Ascended Heroes. This is the Numo IR. This is Mega Dream, of course. Language would be a factor in criteria, but the art is great because Pokemon is cute. People like cute. It's got a story on the art itself. Is that little guy going to make it over? Is he going into lava? And then, of course, this particular copy was signed in San Diego card party 3 weeks ago by another YouTuber, Ebony Unicorn, great PokéTuber. All around, really good entry pick. It's got a cute Pokemon, it's got a story, it's got a personal memory, and not too expensive because it's the foreign language. Like $3 for this version.
Wow. So I am not. I'll say this, and I'll mention this when I get to my picks. I am an OG Pokemon guy. It was right in that wheelhouse. So you guys are saying 99, 98 was your senior year, or Kirk even into college and things like that. I'm 10 years old in '99, so like this is right where I was at with the OG Pokemon. So this is not one that I'm familiar with. However,
It's number.
the art is really cool. I do like the kind of bubble art type style. I don't know if that's the right name, but you see what I mean? Like that kind of cartoony look for this Pokemon. Really cool. I do like what you said with the story behind it. That there's the scenery tells a lot too. And I love that you have a story to it as well. So this is a great pick for sure.
Let's get
as soon as you pulled it up, Cannon, who's my resident professional today, was like, yeah, Nummel or whatever his name is. And I was like, what's his name? But because obviously it's in a Japanese card there. This is some cool art. It is really cool. I won't have this kind of guy on my Pokemon today for a special reason when I tell you my criteria. But I do really like this card. And you said the PokeTuber or the YouTuber was Ebony Unicorn?
That's correct.
Yeah,
Man.
she's great. She's a great view.
Yeah. Well, props to Ebony for signing that card for you. And how much is that card worth without the signature?
This version is about $3, and the reason, well, Ebony got me to fall in love with the art. She told me the story on the art, so she got me to fall in love with the card. So there's a little extra to it. I always have a little extra, but yeah, about $3.
That's great.
$7
I love it.
English, but yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And when we were looking last night, Cannon and I went through the whole Pokédex. And hello, Bud Files. Hello, peoples. Can y'all rank One Piece characters and Devil Fruits? I mean, eventually we could, but I would have to do a little bit of research.
I have to do a lot of bit of research.
I only know One Piece from the Netflix show. So Cannon knows it a little bit more. But last night we were going through the Pokédex. And the whole Pokédex, I went through all 1,000 characters with him. And when we got to this guy, I was like, oh, this guy's cool. And then his evolution, I was like, oh, this dude's like a camel. And
it looks like a pool floaty. Like a pool floaty.
He looks like a pool floaty. It's really funny, some of the ideas. So my favorite one, what you're not going to see on my list today, is the key ring. The key ring.
Clef key.
And I was like, what on earth? Who wants this Pokemon, this clef key, just jingling in their pocket? And that goes with my thing. But I look at this guy and I'm like, yeah, he looks like a pool floaty who got to go in the lava. That's hilarious. It's a good art. It's good art.
Fire Pokemon.
Land Before Time. Land Before Time.
Oh, Land Before Time, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. All right, well, cool deal. I love the first pick. I love where we went with that. Matt, we're going to come to you now. Give us your criteria and educate us some, man. Because
the criteria was I wanted to throw in some that were not necessarily lesser, not as big as some of the ones that we're all going to probably at least have one of, I'm sure. Some that are very special to me for reasons, and I'll go through real quick when I show the pertinent card. Not all are just Pokemon. I may or may not have some trainers that may pop up either here or there, which it's a Pokemon card, and they may have Pokemon in them regardless, and you'll see why. But I'll start out with my fourth pick, which is very special to me because I collect a lot of Pokemon sometimes that remind me of people, friends, family, and otherwise. And I've wanted this card for a long time. I've had this now for a while. It reminded my late father would have loved this card because he loves aliens and UFOs. And if you know this card, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And that is the Deoxys.
Yo.
It has the
Cannon's excited.
The Orbeetles on top. I mean, it looks like an alien. I mean, he is technically really an alien anyway, but Orbeetle's not. But it means a lot because my father never got to see this, and it just reminds me of him. And he would have liked it because it's right down his alley because it's an alien, and it's perfect. And
nice.
I was glad to get it.
Yeah.
It's only a PSA 9. I got it cheap for that reason. It was basically cost of a raw card, which they're not bank breaking or wallet, So not most of my cards aren't real expensive. One I'm going to show, but isn't really actually one later I'm actually presenting. It's an example of something else that you'll see. That one is, but has a reason. So, but
Nice.
I have commons that are just not even holographics that I love. So my love comes from the art and the memories and associations I have with certain characters or things that it reminded me of, like this one and my late father. It has a good memory. So that's what I think, which was my
For those that have
deoxys.
been on the show before, for those that have watched the show, here in the chat, or Matt, you certainly know this. We talk about it all the time. That's the beauty of the Rushmore, is that everybody has a personal Rushmore and a story to their picks, right? And this isn't necessarily what, if you were to ask the National Association of Pokemon experts, right, or whatever, what are the top 4? Like this is, you've got a personal tie into it, and that's what makes this great. So I love that. It's another Pokemon that I have no idea who it is. So I'm so uneducated. I mean, I know the 150, and that's about it. So
hey, so I love this card. It's really cool. Cannon's like, yo, is he about to show that card? He knew what you were coming out with. He's excited. What's the grade on that?
It's 9, Dad.
It's a 9. I got it. It was I didn't want it because a 10 was, they're obviously more expensive, and I was just like, for the cost, it was a raw price, and I actually got that from Cool Trina Ryan of all people. So
nice.
Yeah, that is awesome. That is really cool. I never seen that card. That's not one that I've seen, and I like it.
It's a later era card, so it's Fates Collide, so it's like more of a few series ago, but nothing you would have known. It's not near 151. Let's put it that way.
Isn't it an alt art as well? So there's a regular facing version, but that's the super cool bling version.
This is the VMAX blinged out with the texture one. Yeah, this is the one I've always wanted because of the way it looks with the alien invasion look, which is amazing. I love it.
Good in the sense that if you wanted to play the game, you can get the 10-cent version of that same card, played just the same, and you can still have fun with it. But
that's why I have a lot of 9s and 8s, and so I have 1 5 actually, which I'm not showing, but I buy it for the card and not you buy the card and not the grade, they say, because people go, I got to get a 10, but I go, if you just want the card and you like the art, I got a card that if at a 10 is worth a fortune. I got it for $50 at a 5, and you can't even tell why it's a 5 by looking at it even closely. And it's a beautiful card I've always wanted, and it's not going to be shown today, but it's a Mewtwo card from Tag Team GX. If you know the set, you know the set. One of the few cards that Mew and Mewtwo are on together. Not the big one, the second biggest one of the two of them. It was $50. I'm like, for $50, I get like a card that's worth a fortune, and it's picture perfect even at a 5. So it's not always about the grade and the cost. It's about what you like and what it means to you.
I have a fake team of them.
Cannon's got from his school. Kids bring Pokemon cards all the time, and it is crazy to me how many kids bring fake Pokemon. Like more kids bring fake Pokemon to school than real Pokemon to school.
And they always leave them behind.
And they just leave them everywhere. They just whatever. And so Cannon's got a few, and he was talking about this one right here.
Fake Mewtwo,
this fake one, Mewtwo, but he wanted to show. But there's so many.
That's actually that's the picture of the artwork I have, but not it's completely wrong because it's fake.
Right.
But that's the artwork it's the card I have. I have the real one of that, which looks completely different, but it has the same art. It's the two of them.
But
the better of the two of that card is the one where Mew was laughing in the background. I have a Mewtwo and I share the same birthday. If you played the original game, Mewtwo and I, February 6th. Yeah, that's completely fake.
Yeah.
I've seen that brand. They're Chinese knockoffs. The funny thing is, parents buy those sometimes and just don't know any better. Because if you look at the ones that have really good,
the kids will come to school and be like, "Oh, Mr. P, look at this awesome card. It's whatever. And I'm like,
It's fake.
dude, that's fake. No, it's not.
Hey, as long as you know it's fake, but you like it, you like it.
I'm like,
it's good,
I don't
you know what
even
I mean?
need to know about Pokemon to know that that's fake.
It's just the back.
All
Anyway.
the cards look the same on the back.
Shopping
It's
on a
up to you.
budget for cardboard,
Up to
you know, you get the swap
Yeah,
meet.
man.
They're crazy.
So, hey, I just want to say hello to Honky Kong. It's been a minute. Bought a 3-pack, a new set, and pulled a Mega Halucha Sir and
Oh.
Stevens Metagross EX
I love
Sir.
Oh, nice.
SIR.
Nice.
I love it.
Yeah, the true. Yeah. Thanks for joining in. He said he's excited that he caught this episode. And
Cool.
then
Good.
thanks for being here.
I love Felicia.
Anyways,
It
let's
seems like the type of kid that's into research and learning about it. You seem like a smart kid, buddy. You know when it's fake, but just because
Yeah.
it's fake doesn't mean it's not cool. And
Yes.
just
and that's why it's here. He brought them. He's like, Dad, I want to show them. Even though they're fake, they're cool.
yeah,
As long as kids aren't trying to sell them off as real and they know they're fake, you know, they're fake, but it's cool.
They're
You know.
trying to like
That's great. You know?
some kids in my school. They bring like whole binders and put them in their backpack, and they're like all real cards. And then the kids with the fake ones try and trick the kids to trade them.
Yeah.
You see, that's wrong. That's wrong.
It's
that's
a-
learned part of childhood. But glad Cannon's ahead of the curve on that one. Boy, it's
Yep.
crying on the playground. I wish I was lucky.
I always just look at the back.
Well, Andy, I don't remember. Am I up or you up?
I think I'm up.
Yeah, you're up.
I think, yeah. Okay. So originally I went into this episode just like telling myself I'm only going to do my top 4 Pokemon because I definitely had the cards growing up, but unlike you guys, I am not very well versed in anything new or value of cards or what's big or whatever, that kind of stuff. However, at the last minute, I kind of made a change, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to do cards, but I'm going to tie it to nostalgia. Tell a quick story, and I think I've told it on here before. Maybe I've certainly told this to Kirk before. I remember 4th grade. I moved to a new town, so we moved actually funny, kind of from where we are currently to where we were. I was a new kid in town, and the big thing was this was 1998. So what was the big thing in 1998 for a middle school boy was Pokemon, right? This was right around that time where this is happening. So everybody's into it, and I say, you know what? I got to get into it. I got to meet friends. I got to do this whole deal. They're trading Pokemon cards. They're doing all this stuff. So I'm begging my parents. I'm like, Mom, Dad, please bring me get Pokemon cards. I had no idea, like, really anything about Pokemon, but I was like, this is just a cool thing now. And I remember we went somewhere, and my mom was like, no, that's too expensive. You're not getting those. And so we went to like CVS or something and found this, like, it wasn't even a Pokemon card. They were like round, and it was like one of those random toys there. And it was a picture of the Pokemon that came with it. So I got that, and I brought it to school, and I was made fun of that I didn't have that. I was like, Mom, no, we've got to get Pokemon cards. Well, I made a friend, and he gave me my first Pokemon card out of his batch of Pokemon cards that he had. So this kind of started my love of Pokemon. Then I started playing the video games, and everything else kind of became history. And I love Pokemon. It was so much nostalgia for me. So my 4 are going to be cards that I had growing up for sure. But there's going to be kind of some stories to that. And I'm going to start off my list. My Rosie is actually going to be the very first card that I got, the one that I just mentioned, that a buddy of mine gave me. Became friends with this guy all the way through high school. Grew up with him. Also, on top of that, I'm only sticking to the original 150. I'm not saying those other ones aren't cool, but I would be speaking out of just no knowledge at all other than it looks cool if I were to go anywhere outside of the original 150. So I had binders. I had a binder full of all of the cards. It was one of those things that when I moved out of the house, my mom got rid of. It's kind of like those, man, I really hate that happened. But I was okay with it at the time. Now it's like kicking myself for it. But I digress. I'm going to go with my number 4. And this is going to be, let me share the screen because I want to make sure. This was the first Pokemon card that I was given by a friend, and there's so much nostalgia tied to it. and it's just a random one, but I'm going with the OG, the original Machoke. This card, and it not for no reason other than this was what started it all for me.
I had one on the channel.
I had no idea who they were, what it was, but my buddy gifted me this card, and I'll never forget it. But the Machoke card was the first one that I ever had. Started everything for me. I was like, man, this is really cool. You know, I'm a fan growing up of like X-Men and superheroes and cartoons and stuff, and this was right up that alley. So I'm going to go with, for my number 4, my Rosie, I'm going the original, the Machoke card.
That's a really old card, dude. You're old.
I'm telling you, yeah, this was the first one that I had.
So do you still have this card?
I don't still have this card. All of my cards were given away. However, this is the one that I remember. My buddy Wesley is his name. He handed me this card. He said, "Hey, I'm going to give you this card." As a 4th grader, he just handed it to me, and it was like an instant friendship. And this started everything for me. So, again, it's all about the story, not necessarily about the card itself or anything. I will say I've looked up. I was like, man, how much would it be to buy like a whole set of the 150 or OGs? And I was like, nope, never mind. I need another job to do that. So, but yeah, Machoke is where it was at. That was my first one. My introduction to Pokemon.
Dude, that is so. I didn't have any back then. What's that card worth nowadays, you guys?
It's not much. It's a second, basically the second printing, because it's shadowless, because it goes first edition shadowless and then unlimited, which has a shadow. So that's basically a second print base set. It's not worth much. It's common. I don't think I can't see if that's the foil or the hollow or a regular. If it's a regular version, it's not real expensive.
There was nothing special about the one I got. I just pulled up a random picture of one, so it was just a standard,
Right, yeah. So they're a couple. I mean, it could be a couple. I have a lot of those. I have some first editions. But I don't have any big old ones. I wish I did. I'd be living it up. But but stuff like that. I have a lot of commons, a lot of the cool 151s like you're talking about, and I definitely pretty sure I have most of the evolutions of that. Which are but yeah, they're not really like that you could buy for a song, really. So literally,
yeah.
Well, $5 on a good day, but to look like that after the gym, priceless.
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
I modeled my life after Machoke. I really took on the physique. I attempted to at least. So.
I mean, you got to work on the head.
Bodybuilder. Crocodile.
So Andy, I love the video you shared, and it was like what instrument they play. So he's a drummer.
Joe's a drummer. Actually, all 3 evolutions are of the evolution of drummers.
Yeah. I love all the fat, lazy looking ones. Were all bass players.
Drowsy.
Snorlax.
If you say he's not a bassist.
Slowpoke.
Or you don't think he's a bass player, you're wrong.
He's a power bassist on the side, just to dabble.
In a doom metal band too. Doom metal band.
I mean, is there a flea Pokemon? Because he's got to be.
Yeah, that would probably be Mankey. Flea's
too thin to be Mankey. Flea would be probably one of the insects like Genesect. Or what's the cricket cockroach one?
Is it Cricketune?
There's a cockroach.
There are 1,053 Pokemon currently, and that's just individual names, let alone the 10 to 50,000 art pieces they have. I think Pikachu's 50K. It's got to be. It's too many Pikachus.
Too many. That's crazy.
So many Pikachus.
That's crazy.
What you got?
Well, I'll jump into mine. And listen, I am such a novice to Pokemon. I enjoy. So I say this often, Tyler. You're new here. Matt, you've been around. You might have heard me say this. People in the chat have probably heard me say this. I love like doing things, making memories, collecting things with him and doing that. One of my favorite things is like what most people hate is like a good reboot because then I get to relive my childhood in a different way with him. So like He-Man and Mandalorian are just out right now. I mean, going to see a Star Wars and a Saturday morning cartoon in the theaters is just awesome, right? So I didn't get to really do Pokemon. You mentioned it earlier, Tyler. You're 99 as your grad year. My grad year was 96. At the time this stuff was getting big, my mind just was. I was kind of out of the nerddom, geekdom. I was Air Force. I was chasing girls and doing other things. But my kids, he loves it, and so I love collecting. We go to conventions, and every convention we go to, whether it's a video game convention or whatever, we're probably buying some kind of Pokemon.
Or just any type of card.
Cards, stuffies, whatever. Now, today, I went through the whole Pokedex, all 1,053, I think you said. And my criteria was if this Pokemon was my Pokemon, if I caught him and I'm going to go into a battle, who would I want to be on my team? Who are the 4 that I think are the coolest looking, most at least fun to hang around with? Like somebody goes, "Oh man, you have a Doug Trio." Like, no, I'm not doing any of that today. These 4 guys
don't hate on Doug Trio.
Are the 4 that I think if I was like, time to battle, I'm excited. Now, I might not win. I don't know how strong they are. That wasn't the point. It's by pure looks. And I leaned into my professional for help. My first one, I've always loved this one for some reason. And by the way, once we picked all the ones that I want, we went through his collection and he picked his favorite card
my best card or his favorite card
of that character. So this next one, man, I since the 80s, watching cheesy 80s movies, playing cheesy 80 video games, I've always loved a good ninja. And my first guy is Greninja, the frog ninja. Dude, Cannon's picked out this Radiant Greninja for me that he's got.
I pulled that one.
In his collection.
I have a couple of those.
And man, they
look so cool.
Every time I see Greninja, I think, man, that's a really cool idea. A frog as a ninja. How agile could you be? You're all over the place.
His tongue,
I bet
like around as a scarf.
Yeah, his tongue as a scarf. That's good. But yeah, this is what I'm gonna go with number 4, man. I'm feeling really confident. I'm building a good team with this on my my top 4 Pokemon. But yeah, I've always liked Greninja. And number 4 was pretty hard. Obviously, 4 is always hard because there's about 5 or 6 others I wanted to sneak in. But the ninja thing took it over.
We have all these stacks full of cards.
Yeah. But I got my top 4 right here.
So the camera doesn't do that card justice either.
What's that?
The camera doesn't do that card justice. The way it looks with the foil, it really has a really cool pattern. Like, you can't make it out on the camera because it just doesn't pick it up right.
It's a shame. Let's see if I could.
It's a beautiful. I love the Radiant design. I have a whole bunch of different Radiant cards, and that's one of my favorites. It's a beautiful card. The way the texturing and the pattern is on that card. It's just see what I mean? That pattern there. It's beautiful. It's not your typical hollow. You can see kind of what it does, and it moves a little bit. It's a cool card. It's not a full art. It's not a secret rare. It's not, but it doesn't matter. It's cool regardless of whether it's a regular card.
And I'll be honest, he didn't have very many Greninjas. I think he had maybe 3, and this was just my favorite of the art. I thought it just looked really cool. Looked almost like it was like Ninja Gaiden, like one of those scenes where he's like out. Leave that up there. It's really hard to see. But so
sun setting. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be my number 4. I'm opening the gate with that one.
So
Good pick.
That's another Pokemon that I don't know. So there you go.
You don't know Greninja?
Were you?
I'm telling you, if it's out of 150, I think I know Togepi. That's it.
Well, my other 2, I think my other 2 are in the 150. and then I have one that's out. One more that's out.
I know of one that you have that for sure is in the 150.
Yeah.
Isn't
Kurt,
it
were you a
154?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan? Feeling some Genghis Frog biases.
Yeah, that too. And I also thought of, I love that reference. I also thought of the anime cartoon on Netflix, Kulapari. They have some, yeah, man. We watched that during COVID. And that, I don't know, it's just a really cool card. Battletoads, love them. Yeah, it's a cool card. Love it.
Never.
It's like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I'm going to start with Greninja, man. All right, so we have done our Rosie. Now we're moving into our TJ Jazzy Jeff. I'm having my day has been crazy today. I'm going TJ Jazzy Jeff. Tyler, who is second on that mountain as we're working our way to the top four? Number three pick.
All right. Number 3 is yet another newer card. It is the Vulpix from Mega Evolution base.
Yes.
It is the cutest
Fireplace one. Right?
Wow.
Yep.
You got a fox by a fireplace.
Yeah.
This was yet another acquisition in Third Party San Diego.
Io Famosa, you met her too, finally?
Yeah, I got. She was like, "You're gonna have somebody sign this. Well, if somebody's gonna sign this pretty card, we're gonna have a pretty signature on it." And
There you go.
this one is Swiffering the Nation. As far as cute Pokemon again, the value for me and the artwork is other people do appreciate it, but the fact that I defaced it is kind of my criteria for this one. I was like, yeah, that was a lot of fun. Spent $40 to do it. Haha, funny joke. But now what was I kind of looked down my nose at it like, it's a cute Pokemon, whatever. Now it's actually kind of turned the tide and it's like, actually that's pretty dope. So that's this one's a short but sweet one, but a lot of people are liking it. A lot of the cards I've in my collection I picked up cheap. And over the last 6 months, most of them have 3, 5x. It's a crazy Pokemon world when all you're trying to do is collect cards to appreciate them for the art or the shininess or various other things. So I've dabbled into some more. The signature collection is obscene. We'll just leave it at that. Certain collections can get obscene. Just right time, right place, right attitude. All the stars align for you. Manifest, miracles happen every day kind of a thing. And then
well here's the thing, Tyler, when we run into each other, you better have a good Snorlax ready for me, because that's it. That's the only Pokemon that I'm much alike. So there you go.
I have a bubble Snorlax for you, sir.
Yeah.
And I'll put my amazing signature on that and deface it for you.
Awesome. That's the plan.
Hey, man, I love this pick. That is cool art. Cannon was looking at it. He's like, whoa, that's cool. I love the full art pictures of Pokemon. It's just something that they do really well. Every time, like, I'm watching a YouTuber or, somebody online that's, like, ripping packs, it's kind of funny. They're only looking for, like, a certain 5 to 10 cards out of that whole thing, and every time it's one of these full arts, and they're always really gorgeous.
Or maybe an SIR.
Yeah, SIR. But this is cool.
This one is cool. Hey, by the way, I just snapped my best picture of Vulpix today. Professor Oak really enjoyed it, so just so you guys know.
Let's see it.
Mecha Otaku says Greninja has an awesome card in the Chaos Rising set.
Yeah, I need that.
Cannon says he needs it. If y'all talking Pokemon cards, then my Rushmore would be hard to determine. But I can say my top 4 being Crawdon, Greninja, Golisopod. How you say that? Kyogre. That's the whale, huh?
It's one of the whales. The whales are good.
Yeah, those are cool. I don't know that Golisopod.
I'm the biggest bird.
I don't remember that one.
I'm the biggest whale. I'm the
Well,
biggest.
and
So
every Pokewell always reminds me of Star Trek 4, The Voyage Home.
Yes, George and Gracie.
Yeah.
yeah, that Kyogre does. I can see that for sure. Cannon was looking at that one last night. Like, this is a cool one, Dad. This is really cool. It was thought about for sure.
Him, Kyogre, and Rayquaza. Definitely.
Yeah.
Those three.
So, all right. Well, Matt, show us your next cool car.
What you have?
If anybody, and I'm sure at least Andy and probably Tyler at minimum, have seen the cartoon.
Nope.
The original cartoon.
Oh yeah.
This is the card of my favorite dynamic duo team.
Yes.
That was very well snubbed in a recent set called Destined Rivals. And this is perhaps my favorite trainer card of all time, and my favorite characters and my favorite team out of Pokemon. And this does have Pokemon, but it is the Jesse and James
Yes.
Hidden Fates. Now it also has Meowth is in the corner here, and Wobbuffet is up here. Yep. So you get a not reflection of it. I love this card. I got, again, it's a 9 because I got it at raw cost, and again, cool trainer Ryan.
Prepare for trouble.
I've
Yes.
seen more than
Make it
Double.
double.
Yeah, I love that. Rock team. Yeah.
We started watching a couple things during COVID. Pokemon being one of
I
them. That
watched
Cool
it.
Apari was one. During the anime show, I said another one. Yeah, I know these guys
I knew it was
for sure.
SMU.
That's the only two.
Yep.
Aside from Ash and Dr. Oak, those are the only two I really probably know offhand. Like,
Brock.
Misty. You don't know Misty, but you don't know Brock?
no.
Jeez.
Oh, I know Brock. I
Redhead.
know Brock and
You don't
Misty.
know-
Misty's the redhead. How do you
I
not
do
know
know them.
Misty?
Too. I do know them.
Starmie.
Yeah.
What's up, John Webb? Welcome back. Welcome back. Mecha Taco
He's-
says
John's a buddy of mine.
Melisapod was from Sun and Moon. Yeah, I looked him up. We talked about him last night in the Pokedex.
He was thinking about
Yeah, I was like, man, he does look cool. I just didn't know his name. John,
Mhm.
thanks for being back and hanging out, man. I see you still have your wrench, so there you go. Misty is the OG water type gym leader. Yeah, I know Misty. I just don't know their names. Brock, I know him too.
Starmie.
Now that you mention
He's the
him.
one that likes all
So Andy, you don't. Well, you do know this one.
Oh,
You
I
know
know. Team Rocket. This is the first one where I can get on board with. Yeah, absolutely.
No,
Every show, every story needs a great villain, and Team Rocket that was where it was at. And it was cool to have Meowth in it too, because Meowth was the only one that actually talked other than its name. So that was kind of cool to see, and it was like a streetwise New York game.
He's like Groot, isn't he?
Wobbuffet.
Well, Meowth would say words, would have full conversations.
No, he had
but,
full conversations. He's one of the few
but
that couldn't speak,
Ninetales,
yeah.
Oh,
Ninetales,
everybody but him. Yeah, okay.
everybody else is just basically Groot.
I
to
think
that-
Pikachu.
Well, Mewtwo is telepathic, but there's some.
Well, yeah. You got some. But I mean, Pikachu was only saying Pikachu. Jigglypuff would sing and only sing Jigglypuff.
Is this a quote from the old school? Jelly donuts are my favorite. Is that?
I don't remember. That sounds like Meowth might have said that. So
Strange Brew is where I went with that one. I went straight.
Oh,
could be that
That's
too.
a very interesting pick. I'm a late in life Pokemoner. I've known about it my whole life, but I've never really dabbled into it until about 18 months ago. So very interesting to bring up either nostalgia for the game, playing it, trading it as a kid. You know, the foundation of good collecting is always just, all right, where did we start from? This is my first.
Rock said it in the English dub on 4Kids when he had rice balls. Jelly donuts are my favorite, I guess.
Okay, it's been a while. I don't watch
Been
that
a while.
show anymore.
Attack coming through with the deep cuts.
Yeah.
Deep cuts.
I like deep cuts. All right, Andy,
Yes.
what you got?
All right.
What
So
you got?
the next one for me, and again, I'm sticking with the same OGs. The card was really cool, and mainly it's because I didn't even really know about it until later, in life, like the entire story behind it. You know, we were talking about story before. Tyler was talking about story behind different things, you know, personal story and tie-ins to it. But like the actual story behind this character is pretty cool. It's pretty, I mean, to be this well thought out, at least, I guess, in that. So for mine, I'm going to go and let me share my screen so I can share the picture of it. It was kind of hard to think about like what order am I going to put these ones in, but I'm going to go again, OG original ones. This one that I had, I'm going to go with Cubone for the original. And the reason I'm doing Cubone, many people may not know, is that Cubone is actually mourning, from what I understand, the death of his mother. That's his mom's skull that he's wearing, which is so deep and dark that he's avenging the death of his mom. But that's, you only see Cubone with the skull on, which is just pretty crazy to me. So you know, that we have that story. It's a cute little you know, monster inside of it with a dark backstory here. It's almost like the Batman of Pokemon. But anyway, I love the picture of it, you know, now knowing that with the whole bone thing. But even before that, the night sky behind it was cool. He's looking up, you could tell he's like in thought. But I remember having the Cubone card and love the story behind it. Again, not necessarily a card that you would be like, oh my gosh, I got a Cubone. Just like my Machoke card. Like, it's not one of those ones that's probably highly sought after. It's maybe $1, maybe. But it's something when I think Pokemon cards, I think Cubone. So that's where my TJ Jazzy Jeff is.
Well, there's a theory that Cubone is actually Charmander with a Charizard.
It's very similar. Yeah.
And he lost his flame. That is the rumor that I've seen as well. Because that is definitely a Charizard skull. I mean, and he looks like a Charmander, so it makes sense.
The belly and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, it would make sense for sure. Except for the evolution, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't
Marowak.
Yeah, it doesn't really hold up to look. It definitely doesn't look like Charmeleon.
No, I mean, you figure he's a different. He lost the flame. Maybe he does evolve differently because he's flameless. Even though he's a fighting type, because Charizard's a fire type and this is a fighting type.
Also, in the special version of Marowak, there's fire on his like bone thing that he's holding.
Yeah, true. You're right. Good call.
So love a good conspiracy theory and with the Pokemon card. But
I love a good story, and I've heard this story and Cannon actually was kind of telling me about it months ago, and he was a consideration for my honorable mention today. So I have to knock that one off there, Andy. Nice. Cubone was is my first one that I thought about picking today. But I'm not going to go there. But he is cool. There's a couple of those first gen Pokemon that have like a cult following, and it's kind of weird to me. Some of them, it's like that's the whole. Everybody's after like Cubone, or there's a few other. I'll mention them if they come up later. But there's like, you like that guy. Okay, I don't know the full story, but okay.
Well, I think that Cubone gets a lot more talk than Marowak, which is interesting. That I mean, there's a lot of Pokemon like that. Pikachu gets way more obviously than Raichu.
Or
and some of those, the evolutions, even I would you could make the case that Bulbasaur more than Venusaur, maybe even, or some of those ones there potentially. I think Bulbasaur because he's the one, but Squirtle gets a lot of love.
Squirtle doesn't get any love.
Yeah.
No.
He's the middle
squad or nothing, man.
The middle child. It's a middle child.
Exactly. Yeah.
Evolutions, middle stuff. Which is why I went
Shannon actually tried to talk me into War Turtle last night.
And I think War Turtle is one of the coolest out of the three.
Yeah. I mean, Blastoise is awesome, though.
Yeah,
Literally has
no arguing that.
Yeah.
He has water cannon.
So, all right. Well, I guess I'll jump in and finish our first half, and then we'll do some commercials. I like it. Art is great, but I'm a Pokemon conspiracy theorist. Mandela effect. Pokemon Go. Yeah. John, thanks for being here, man. And I love how you say that, Alolan Marowak, I guess.
Alolan.
The Lowen Marowak, yeah.
I was talking
Oh,
about
yeah, yeah.
Slightly different variation on
Oh, the one with
Marowak.
the one with the fire, the blue fire. We were looking him up. All right. Well, look, I'll jump into mine. Andy, this, I don't know. This is the one I think that you were talking about earlier, maybe. I've mentioned this plenty times over the last time. Every time Pokemon's brought up, I bring this up. This is Cannon's favorite, and by default, it's one of my favorite too. Whenever we go to the conventions, we're looking for it, and this is his favorite card of the of those. He has quite a few of this guy, but this is his favorite one. It's really not worth that much, but it's cool art, and he loves it. So we're gonna go with Gengar, and he is coming in with this Mega Gengar.
Well, the cool thing about this card, how I got it, is we were at a convention, and this dude, when we bought things, he said I could pick 2 cards out of this one, like one of the boxes, the ETBs, and I got a Japanese Ho-Oh, and I got that.
Yeah, out of the extra, and yeah, I mean it's just a cool card. Look at it. I mean, like Gengar's cool enough, and then he kind of looks like a jester of sorts in this card.
I like the
Mega evolution. Yeah, he changed a little bit.
The art is really cool. I love the color. I love the shine.
I like the Mega Gengar where it's like his tongue is out, and it's the big like expensive one. That one.
Oh, the one where he's eating the
Fusion Strike.
Yeah,
I have the lesser of the two of that in a PSA 10. I don't have the big super expensive version, but I have the other one of him with his mouth open, which is the lower Fusion Strike one.
Gengar was almost considered the George just because of canon.
Gengar's a goat. No matter, I love Gengar.
But he's always going to be
there.
I mean, he's got stuffies of him. He's got cards. He's got like every time we go, it's like, oh look, there he is. There he is. There he is.
Same convention that I got this, I got a Ditto Gengar stuffed animal.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. They're cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's going to be how I finish off my first half of the mountain. Greninja and Gengar, man.
I love that. Gengar is really awesome. He was the one that in that reel that I sent earlier. He's a singer in a metal band, apparently.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, and look, he's got some other cool, like his 3 evolution is awesome, right?
Oh yeah.
I feel like he's kind of like the Deadpool.
Hunter's really cool. You know,
Gengar. Oh my. Wait, I'll be right back.
Gengar for sure.
Yeah, I feel like he's kind of like an anti-hero, right? Like he's got to be. He's just
if you ever watch the show, the anime, he's more of a trickster, kind of. Yeah. He's not as bad as he's made out to be, but it also depends on who's using a Gengar, because they wield the tools differently depending on if they're a bad guy versus a good guy. Because Ash had Gengar briefly, and you'd have to see some of the much older episodes.
And man, I mean, if I had Gengar as my guy, he's just cool. I mean,
he is absolutely. I 100% on that one. I'm totally with you.
All right, well, man. I am. Let's do some halftime. Halftime. You find. Oh, Cannon did this last time, right? A little precursor.
There you go. All 3 right there. There you go.
There he is. There he is. He colored this last show. All right. Well, hey, let's do some commercials. First and foremost, I need to talk about this. This right here. If you go to our website, I just dropped our devotional for today, Andy, this morning. We got some video game devos that I've gotten from friends, and we're doing one right now. You can go and check out the video game devo on rushmore.reboot.weebly.com. And you can also find this over there. We are guys that on our day job, we still get out and pastor kids, teach kids, coach kids. Both Andy and I are in that, and we're just nerds and geeks, and we love doing that. And we found a bunch of other guys similar to us and said, hey, go and visit these guys. They're really good people. If you like us, or if you're ever visiting us, you would like most of these people. A lot of them, there's some of them that are Pokemon guys. So if you're here for Pokemon, by all. Now there's the list right there. You can go and get the list. It's easily to download. And even if you're not Christian, these guys are just good, wholesome people. All of them don't bash you with the Bible. That's what I love about it. You're there for a little bit of both. And then you can also go there and get both my devotional that I've done on video games. I dropped week 24 today. There it is, day 175. 175 to day 169 all dropped today, and you can go check that out. Andy also has a Devo. The Bible is metal, and I'll let him talk about that one.
Yeah, Bible is very metal. So if you read it, there's some really metal stories that happen in the Bible, and I wanted to highlight those. So it'll be a 31-day devotional. I only have the first day up on the website because I do hope to print that. Once life slows down just a little bit, I can get back to writing it. But I am deep into camp season right now.
I will say this, and this is just a throw out there. And Andy, I've heard you mention that you want to print it. We have it's not a real organization, but we've kind of come up with the Summit Lantern Press. It's the light on top of the mountain. And I have a couple books that I've put together, some Devos and a fantasy book called Arcadius. The Awakening is book 1. It's about canon in a very cool portal story. And Andy's also got a children's book along with the Devos. All of those, we would love to print those out and have them at our convention tables eventually. And so come by and visit, and I'll show you how to get access to some of those. I am in full edit mode of my Arcadius book, and Andy's finishing up artwork for his children's book. And so, yeah, once life settles down, you'll maybe get some of that. Andy, let's jump in and do our member of the week, our culture box of the week, and our coffee of the week.
That is exactly right. Well, let's do our member of the week, our good buddy, Bryce JW.
Oh, I love Bryce JW. We show Bryce a lot. Let's show Zach Schnack.
Let's do that.
Because he's on next week.
Oh, that's a good idea. All right, Iowa Retro Gamer Dad, check this out.
He's a guest next week.
Zach, the Iowa Retro Gamer Dad, brings heart, honesty, and heat to retro gaming, collecting, and pack ripping with his son. From tackling addiction and mental health to calling out scalpers and celebrating nostalgia, this channel is where real talk meets real fun. Follow the journey at youtube.com/@Iowa Retro Gamer Dad. And also follow along on Instagram and Twitch. The Cellcast hosts Jacob and Drew review animated movies and TV shows, discussing what they appreciate about the medium in whatever form it takes, whether it's a traditional hand-drawn animated movie, claymation shorts, or a 3D CGI series. Check out some animated reviews when you subscribe to The Cellcast at thecellcast.podbean.com. And don't forget, Cell is spelled with a C and a single L at thecellcast.podbean.com.
Let's face it, at-home coffee can be pretty stale. Coffee at home doesn't have to be boring. The Village Coffee is here to deliver the flavor. The Village Coffee roasts coffee every week and sells online. Go to villagebeans.com to order your coffee today and use discount code Rushmore for free shipping.
Free shipping, guys. Get your great coffee. I can't wait to go to camp. You're in the middle of camp season. Cannon and I will be at camp. Yellow Jackets, right? Yellow Jackets.
That's for middle school, so we don't know our color yet.
Oh! So We don't
That's
know our
tween
color.
camp. That's tween camp. We'll find out our color hopefully pretty soon.
Wait, isn't it the year you just
Is it-
left?
Is it the same? Is it the same days? It doesn't matter. We can talk off camera.
Yeah,
Well, we're gonna be at camp with you. And one of my favorite things about coming to camp is I get to have village coffee. Because I come in town and you got plenty of it.
Is I get to have cinnamon rolls.
Cinnamon rolls.
I had 2 at youth camp, so they were they're back to original greatness, I believe.
Yes, I saw them. They looked
This
fantastic.
year was top.
So for all the people in the back that don't know, at camp, there is this beautiful sugar goodness that shows up one morning a week at camp, and it's the homemade cinnamon rolls, and they're amazing.
They get like trick rolls.
It's our show, so I can do this.
So while you do that, I'm going to throw this over to Tyler. Tyler, get your pick ready for Link.
We're good to go.
Yeah.
All right. I got to show one thing real quick before we get into this.
The goodness of the cinnamon roll, I'm
the
sure.
nostalgia's back.
Well,
all I got to do. It's
the
not going to
more-
work. Never mind.
The more I watch all of your podcasts back, the more I feel like you're my long lost brother. 'Cause our beards are about the same. You're the only mustache that compares to mine. You know,
There you go.
You're just
There you
like
go.
I'm just the slightly newer model before. Like,
And you know, I just trimmed it. It was to about here, and I trimmed it just so that I can give it some better life over the
You
summer.
should have done that.
And I think it's growing back better now because it was kind of all squirrely. But yeah, I'm getting that thing going again. So,
He's gonna do the
anyways,
scrolls.
did you find it, Andy?
It's not working for whatever.
You know what? Let's
I'll just
working on it. There it is. Oh
Oh,
my goodness.
oh, it looks so
Beautiful.
good.
Matt, put your glasses on. You got to take a look at that.
Well, I have a new dessert I dream about. I just dream
My
about
glasses. Yeah.
Wow,
they homemade.
Oh,
Wait,
with the bacon.
You get both of those? That's a lot of cinnamon rolls. Wow.
One of my
Hey,
youth leaders hates cinnamon, so she was like, "Listen,
You
if
can
you
have-
want it." I was like,
What?
"Yeah,
Hey, so we're doing a short about that for sure.
oh, it's happening for sure."
We'll do a
Hey,
short.
speaking of Cellcast, or speaking of culture box, I promise we'll get back to Pokemon. But I was at camp this past week, youth camp, with our buddies Dallas and Celeste, and we kept telling ourselves we're going to do something. But as is with camp, you just get so busy, you know. It's hard to do that. But I got to hang out with our friends over at Geek Devotions for the week.
Also,
Do we have new? Speaking of cards, do we have new church cards this year?
Church cards.
Church cards,
BGMC.
BGMC cards.
Oh yes, yeah, there are BGMC cards for sure.
I pulled a 90s.
Cannon's
buddy.
going to bring his box this year.
No, I'm not bringing that. I'm leaving it here and I'm getting a binder.
Well, let's get back to the cards the people came to the show to talk about. So we're going to get back to Tyler. Tyler, now number 2 on your list. Your third one you're picking, but number 2 on your list, because we're working our way up there. We call this Link for Abraham Lincoln. Where are you going for your next pick?
So with 5 minutes notice, I went with my gut. A lot of the times when I participate with you guys and build my top 4, I have time to think and write down the 4 and then swap out some other ones. This was pure guttural. And I realized it might be a little risque, but in increasing the criteria for Pokemon Art, there's nothing wrong with some good old-fashioned 12-year-old playground humor. I present to you the illustration rare of Ghastly from World Forces.
Dude.
I've been wanting
There are
that card.
things happening in this card that we will not mention, but they are there.
Yeah.
There's a cameo, and they're rather poorly placed, we should say. This is the artwork that got me to actually want to buy Pokemon cards. We're talking
Old
about
Gengar and Ghastly are playing jokes, aren't they?
yeah. Which is why seeing Connor, the little man's artwork was extra cool, and then the pick being Gengar, I was like, okay, cool.
So who's the signatures?
This is another Rip and Shipper. So I made a art piece of interconnected chats and Pokemon Rip and Shippers. It's about 320 people long. This one is based out of Idaho. I did it state by state. They're the only one in Idaho. I'm in Utah. There's only one here. There's 4 states that don't have one. So it's and of course the criteria being the much like Dusty's pick and your pick with the Machamp. This is the card that got me into Pokemon. So for me, this is the pinnacle of the Pokemon heat. My arduous task of climbing the top 4 Rushmore mountain.
Is that a little Meowth hanging out? Is that Meowth down there?
There are quite a few things in this card. When I got it signed, it was about $20. As of last week, everyone was telling me, "Hey man, you know those 13 Gastlys you got signed? They're all about $105 now." So on their face, they're worth nothing. But with the recent Pokemon controversy, maybe they're worth $165 each. You never can.
Are they in like an arcade?
Yeah, it's a fun card, and of course, childish humor, childish things, but being kind of adolescent about it. Always a good adventure. That's the joy of Wayne's World. That's the joy of Styx and Rush. You know, it's one of those things where people might cringe on it or it might have its issues, but they're just good picks, and that's what your 2 should be.
Yeah. Just look, Tyler, you're already up my list of Rushmore of guests because you mentioned Wayne's World in a positive light. So
I was about to say Andy's gonna love that mention.
I love Wayne's World. If you don't know, now you know.
If you know, IYKY, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah, man, it's a cool card. I'm enjoying this card a lot. Cannon's like, I want it, but $105. You better put your money together, bro. But
I'll track him one down. I'll get him one down. We can swap cards for art.
Yeah. So cool, man. I love this card. That is awesome. And it goes with Gengar, man. So I like it.
Oh yeah. Now we need a Haunter card somewhere the rest of the way. We'll see what we do. I don't know, but we'll see.
Anybody got
Haunter's in the back. He's right behind Gengar.
He's there, so I guess he does count. He didn't make the list today. I do see
all three made it. I wonder what that party's going on. What's happening to that party?
You don't want to know.
Yeah.
It looks like they're at a bar over there on that corner.
Yeah. Ow.
Good stuff. I love that. I love where we went there. So, Matt, back to you now, man. Your link, what you got?
This is a little bit of a caveat situation. Now, I'm pulling this one out now because I have an odd feeling somebody's going to pick it soon because we're only a couple away. And this is going to be one of my most popular, probably Pokemon of the picks in terms of known because it's one of the 151. I'm going to preface this with saying the card I'm showing isn't my pick. I have that one too. This card, I still think the one I'm going to show is the best artwork representative currently as is of this character, hands down, because it shows all the evolutions. I don't care what the value is, and people know what it is, and I'm not showing it because of that. It's because I love this card. I pulled it myself. It's got amazing art of the character, probably the best it's ever been. However, my pick for this character is different because I don't go into that reasoning why the actual pick, but I'll show you what I'm talking about, and that would be Charizard, the big Charizard, which has all the evolutions in it. I have all the ones from the recent, but that's the SIR, which
the
is
one with the mega.
Yep, that's the big one. That's the not the gold one, but the SIR. That's
that is cool.
Yeah. That's got it's got Charmander, Charizard, and Charizard himself, and then Mega Charizard X. And when I pulled that, I think my heart stopped literally because I was just not expecting to see that card at the time, which was not remotely what it's worth now. Regardless, Charizard's a big one for me anyway. I collect him. I even have an album dedicated just to him. And however, my pick comes with a tiny story. Charizard's always shown as a very fierce and fearsome, scary, fire-breathing dragon. This card I love because it reminds you that Pokemon are also the trainer's friend and pet. And it reminds me of my relationship with my little dog, Coco. And this is a Lost Origin Trainer Gallery Charizard with his trainer, Leon. And it's the most friendly looking Charizard you will ever see on his lap. Charizard isn't that big. Charizard's like 5'7" and 250 odd pounds. So he's not real big, but he's always shown as this fire-breathing behemoth. Now Mega Charizard's bigger, obviously, but I mean, this gives you a real picture into what Pokemon it can be with just the trainer. It's a snapshot. Him and his trainer. It's most, I love this card because I've always treasured this card since the day I've had it, and I've had this card for ages now, and it's just one of those things. It's just a beautiful card, and it shows you a side that you very rarely see of him on a card, because most of the time, like I said, he's fighting or scary or whatever. I mean, there are a few sillier cards out there, but like primarily 99% of the Charizard cards are what you see, which are the fearsome ones, and that one really just shows a really good side of him.
The only thing I'm disappointed in you with this pick, Dusty, is that big long case of cards. Yeah. That it's not like hanging on a gold chain around your neck.
No, I'm not like another certain YouTuber who I really dislike in so many ways, but that's beside the point. Yeah. But no, I mean, Flav. I mean, these are graded. I have a few cards like this in frames because these aren't graded, and these are ones I've pulled. And that one certainly And God no.
One of my favorite cards is like the one where it's like the different point of views. The Charizard fighting the Mewtwo on the Charizard's point of view, and then the Mewtwo point of view, like them trying to fight the.
I have that set of cards, which is the ones that came with the Charizard UPC. There's 3 of them. There's him sleeping, him as a giant VMAX, and then there's the one you're speaking of, which is him and Mewtwo, which I have. I'm staring at it right now, which is over there. So I don't have the Mewtwo one. I have the Charizard one with Mewtwo in the background. So yeah, that's another set of good ones. So that's a good call. It's good.
Nice.
Charizard's always a good pick. I feel like he's maybe the most popular.
I mean, after Pikachu, that's going to be something somebody's going to say. Charizard. Even my dad would say Charizard.
Yeah, I feel like he's the go-to in the games. I feel like every time I'm talking to somebody, like
he is one of the most
Charizard's
expensive cards.
In the new Pokemon game and on the Switch, man, my Charizards don't even get me started. Oh.
Yeah, I like the pick. Andy, you like Charizard?
Oh, absolutely, fantastic pick.
He's the most expensive card.
You might be talking about him later, huh? Okay. So, I don't know. Tyler, do you like Charizard?
No. Okay. So growing up in my age group, Magic the Gathering was my card game, and then Pokemon later. So I understood that Charizard was picked because it had the most damage points possible, the biggest move. It was your
at the time, yeah.
And I've never been a fan of, all right, you can always outright win this way. I like alternative wins. Let me get creative with this. Let me figure out. Let me think about the game. Let me use my time and really enjoy myself and figure out ways. But that's just me.
All honest. Magic the Gathering, it was really big. I feel like, what's up? Yeah, I really feel it was kind of blowing up in my teenage years going into my, into the Air Force. And full disclosure, it was one of those things that I kind of wish I had some people around that played it, but nobody in my circle did. So I never really purchased it or got into it. But I would see other people play it and be like, oh, that's kind of cool. Because I do love role-playing games so much. And I feel like that's the kind of the card game that would have gotten me into trading card games. But I avoided it for whatever reason. And then my brother-in-law, one day off of eBay, he orders like a big box of comic books. And he decided to sell them one at a time. It's like out of this big vault. And he made like, so say he bought them, he's just reselling comics basically, but say he bought 100 and for like $15 and he sold each one of them for $1. And he was like, he did that for a while and then realized that he wasn't selling them all. And then he opened a comic book store from all the ones that he couldn't sell. And they started having Magic the Gathering. I'll just say this, Magic the Gathering plays there. And I worked there for a little bit and I would watch people play. And I still never got into it, but I would watch them play and kind of look back and go, man, I kind of wish I would have got into it, but I'm kind of glad I didn't because it's just another thing that would have brought me. I have so many other collections, but yeah.
The true problem for a collector is never what to collect. It is where to put it all. You can't have everything. Yeah. Where would you put it all?
Yeah. So
he can't even fit all his games over here.
How's summer going? Mariano, right? I'm pretty sure this is Mariano. True. Let me see the picture. Oh yeah. Yep. So, how's summer going? Going into 8th grade now, I guess. But anyways, let's Andy, who you got?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. So next on my list is not necessarily going to be one that shocks anybody, I don't believe. This is almost as Pokemon as it gets. And here's the reason why I'm picking this one. Again, to the OG 151, to the OGs, there's something like strangely nostalgic, and I love everything about this. It shows how much this animation has evolved over the years, because this Pokemon now looks nothing like the way it was depicted on its original card. I say nothing like it. You know what it is, but very different, the route that they went with it. And I'm going with the face of Pokemon. I'm going with Pikachu, but there's one specific. We're going to go with the OG fat Pikachu right here. This to me is Pokemon cards. This is nostalgia as a kid. This is Pikachu before he went on keto. And he started, he shred a few LBs. But
Cannon's reading your diary over here, dude. He's like, he's going to say Pikachu.
But it's got to be fat Pikachu. It's got to be fat. It's got to be the OG one. And again,
you said he changed like over time. I literally told my dad he used to be fat on the card.
The first one was fat, and then it was, and I messaged forever ago. I remember when we were just discussing this topic. I said, "Does fat Pikachu make an appearance?" Yes, he will on my list for sure. I don't think that I think he's the Mickey Mouse, the Bugs Bunny, the face of Pokemon.
Yep.
I don't know why that happened. It just happened that way. Being Ash's Pokemon, and having a lot of the story centered around it. Pikachu's great. Pikachu is the one that's kind of that crossover. We've seen all the movies and the video games specifically to it, all of the feature in the shows, and I think part of it too is that Pokemon Yellow was my favorite of the games, and obviously Pikachu being on that for the Game Boy. I just love it, and then it gives you it's a character attached to. The thing about watching the show, I was more of the show person. And I played the Game Boy games and certainly all the other games and stuff too, but definitely watched the show continuously. You would see these other Pokemon that were kind of, again, in the original 151, but you'd only see them on like one episode and like an off shot somewhere. You never really got to know, Tangela, or you never really got to know Scyther. You never really got to know some of these other Pokemon, maybe an episode, but usually just kind of a shot of this Pokemon. Pikachu became part of your family, right? It was just because every episode involves Pikachu. Some of the most emotional moments in the Pokemon movies and the shows We're centered around Ash and Pikachu and all that kind of stuff. So, but when it comes to the card, I remember this one here. Nothing special about this card. It's literally a picture drawn of that on some forest background, but it's Fat Pikachu. It just it brings back so much nostalgia. So that's where I'm going to go.
I'm not even a Pokemon guy, and I know this one. It's very important, the Fat Pikachu, and at least that one. And Pikachu, like, if you would have never told me, explained to me the game, or I watched the cartoon, I would have always thought he was one of the starters, one of those three guys, because he's like the guy.
25.
In everything. No, I meant like, one of,
No, I know, but I'm,
Charmander,
he's not even
Bulbasaur or Squirtle or whatever. But I would have, they always mention those three, which I put on the thumbnail. But yeah, he's the face, and I remember reading this, and the guys on the panel probably could help me with this even better. But he wasn't always supposed to be the face, right?
Togepi was.
Yeah. Was it you the one who told me that?
Yeah.
There was another one that was supposed to be. I watched a video on it.
I was gonna say that it was supposed to be Togepi.
Togepi? Yeah, I mean that's weird too. I got good news. Me and Max are heading back to Arcado and Trickham. Yeah, man, I can't wait to hang out with Max again. Awesome. Yeah. Well, Cannon's gonna go to Decula, unfortunately. But did y'all ever hear that it was the face was not supposed to be Pikachu?
Yeah,
it was supposed to be at the start Togepi.
Nice.
That would have been Togepi. I mean, it would make sense if Misty was the main character because she has a Togepi.
Yeah.
So,
but Togepi was outside of the 151. Wasn't that 152? Wasn't that right after Mew?
No, because Togepi was in the original cartoon. Give me a second.
Togepi's not in the 151.
Well,
maybe it wasn't Togepi. I was thinking it was somebody else.
You're right. No, because he's 175. He's 175.
Even past that, yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But Togepi was in the movie.
I thought it was supposed to be.
Because Misty didn't initially have a Togepi, but she did eventually. So.
Maybe.
Jigglypuff? Was it Jigglypuff?
Maybe it wasn't Togepi.
I could see Jigglypuff being the face.
I think it might have been Jigglypuff. Oh no, it's Clefairy.
Really?
Clefairy was originally intended to be the main face, not Jigglypuff.
Interesting.
Clefairy was supposed to be the Pikachu.
Yeah, Ash's first Pokemon in the anime was going to be a Clefairy.
Yeah.
That would have been tragic for so many reasons. So tragic.
Yes, it would have.
I mean, Clefairy's cool. I have a lot of Clefairy cards and Clefables, and Cleffa, but no, Ash and Pikachu were just work. Or Ash and Squirtle, Charmander, so the ones he's had. But Clefairy, Togepi worked with Misty. It's a cutesy baby Pokemon, so Misty and Togepi work. Clefairy
was the face. This would have taken a turn to be a much more girly cartoon.
Probably
because it was in it, like it was action, lightning. It was something about that. It was cute enough to still be whatever, but yeah. Anyway, that's interesting. So
big difference. All right, well, I'm gonna jump into mine.
Yes,
and when I think of Pokemon, and I was thinking of like, what would I really want? Every time I go to like a comic. Not a comic book, but like a coloring book. Like Cannon's had several Pokemon coloring books. As soon as I see this character, that's the guy I want to color. I there's just something about him. I love it, and maybe because I named my kid after it, I'm going with Blastoise. And you mentioned it earlier with the two cannons, and I just love. I love the design of this guy. I love the idea of a turtle with cannons. That's just amazing. And Cannon picked this one out for you guys to check out today.
The whole thing about that card
is
it was gifted to me.
Yeah, this was a cool story. It was also gifted to him by a friend of ours.
I think.
And this is
going back to what we were just talking about the Pikachu and stuff. It says I just searched. It says that Gengar is the shadow of Clefable. So
That's what they say. It's another one of those type of thing like with Cubone and Charmander.
Yeah.
There's no proof of this yet, but it's very plausible based off of the silhouette and you compare. It makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like a dead version of Clefable, basically, essentially.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with Blastoise.
Good pick.
He's just so cool. I like his voice. I love the cannon turtle. Yeah. And if I'm playing and I'm going through the starters, I'm starting with Squirtle. I'm just gonna go that way, and I'm gonna go that direction.
Charmander.
Yeah,
So,
Charmander.
So Kurt, if you were a Planeteer, would you be the Water Planeteer? Water appreciator?
Not hard.
Some people that like the beach, some people that like the forest. You know, I'm trying to see.
I would be against being the Water Planeteer.
What do you want to be?
I let's see. What is it?
I like
Heart?
fire.
Water?
Dark.
Was it
Dragon.
Earth? What are the five? I can't remember them.
Earth,
Wind, fire, water,
and Heart, right? Or
It's fairy.
the fifth one is something different, right?
Heart is the last
fire,
one.
water.
You never want to be. You don't want to be Heart.
Yeah, I don't want to be Heart, and I probably don't. I don't know. Fire always ends up being the bad guy.
I
to
love
me.
fire. I don't know why.
So,
Fire
like
don't-
in my book, Tyler, in my book,
Don't give it away.
it's based off of the elements, if you will. There's 9 clans of 9 elements, right? And so they are water, nature, metal, wind or air, lightning, time, and fire. And the fire
Wait, there's more.
is the bad guy
There's
in my
more.
book. He's one of the bad
And
guys.
there's water and there's flying.
Oh, and yeah, air. I said those.
Air.
And then in the book 2, we actually introduce light and dark. So that's what I'm working on right now. But in my book, ice. Ice is the other one.
Right.
Although I don't know, I would probably go metal if I was taking my book. So because the Bible is metal. The Bible is metal.
I
There's
would
no
go,
image. We've got random choices. It's good.
since the grass is my favorite animal, which is the primals, which is primates, so monkeys. I would go the nature,
Nature.
or I'd go fire.
So I mean that's cool
With
pick.
The red.
I do like I do like the water guys though for us. The hydrites is what they're called.
Yeah.
So you're not going to be Tonks. You're going to be No, you're not going to be Zuko. You're going to be Tonks. There we go.
Yeah. Zuko. So yeah.
I'd be Zuko.
Avatar. And
I'd be
look, I
Zuko.
borrowed a lot of pop culture for sure. So
Definitely.
my book, interestingly enough, I'm not a writer, and I wasn't really a good storyteller then. I wasn't a pastor or a teacher. I was just a dad, and my wife wanted me to read books to my kids, and I just didn't like the books we had, so I would tell stories, or at least attempt to. And my stories were borrowed from everything we watched or saw, and so we borrowed from like all those cartoons, right? The Lion King and the Last Airbender and Narnia and Lord of the Rings, and so yeah, it's kind of like a squeezed in combination of, and so Zuko definitely had some.
He is a character that's kind of like Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah,
Poe.
it's kind of looking over there.
We got Dusty.
That's our link. That's our link, and we're gonna jump into the George. Dude, I'm excited to see what y'all's number 1 is because this has been fun.
I doubt that
Doubt what?
Uncle
Is there a
Andy
tip, or am I going? Oh no.
Yeah, Tyler, let's go to you. Am I queuing up P4? Just so I know.
Yeah. I have it all in queue for you. Next slide, please.
You sunk my battleship. P4, my battleship.
I want to delay though because
Yes.
Dusty was digging through his binder. I'm like, ooh, what memory did we stir up?
Now I was putting my Charizard, the one Charizard back.
Okay.
Trainer.
Well, following along with my criteria of what to pick, your favorite thing should always be what you see yourself in the most. So,
Ooh.
whether it be music or movies or whatever, represent your self-representation should kind of be your foundation for it. Because if you can't really see yourself in it, passion doesn't feel really all that real. You know, it's one of those things where start with yourself and then work outward. You know, you got to help yourself before you can help others. We're going airline safety, et cetera, on down that way.
Yeah.
And I think Kirk is going to like my pick. So with that, we have my number one, the George Washington Heneghan, the trainer card from Nihil Zero, or
Look at that.
Look at that card.
it is me on a card, my friends. Me on a card. It is perfect.
It's Canari's grandfather.
Did you sign your own card?
I'm sorry?
I was joking. I said, did you sign your own card?
Oh, no. That is a good friend of CTR's. I have many of these signed by various people. This is my special signature card. Like, I really like this person. I'd like them to sign me. You know, it's a kind of an ego-driven thing, but when you're aware of these things, that's okay. You get to enjoy them and have some fun. You don't have to live in negative town. You could just be like, oh, that's funny. Now, his story...
I love that story.
His playability, fantastic. If you're into fighting in the game, playability is great. I hear his story's a little wonky with Canary. I don't want to ruin my own cards, so I'm like, it could be good, it could be bad. I'll never know. I don't
He's
care.
your grandfather.
I just want to enjoy the card. I want to get my beard like this. I don't care about the helmet though. That feels like
the little knobs on the beard is interesting. Right, like
take on the Clash of the Titans Greek curly beard.
I kind of like the helmet though. The helmet's kind of cool.
He's a flight miner, kind of fun. And then of course his name also lends into a joke. So with all of my picks, art should be multifaceted. You should see multiple things. It's not something that's nice you put on a shelf. It's something you grab off the shelf you don't have to dust it because you're taking care of it every day. It helps when you see yourself in something like that. You have that connection, that real deep-seated connection with it. And, of course, the name is Heneghan. So his nickname is Bearded Spice or Basil Oregano. You know, you can learn all about the spice culinary world and talk about my man Heneghan. You know?
Very nice. I love that.
I do like it. Now I need one of those.
Yeah. Do you like working with tools and stuff? Because I do see that back there behind him.
Me, no. I'm a wordsmith. My college degree is in public relations, and then I have a second degree in graphic design. So I just like creating on a deadline. Nothing like a deadline to help you create a lot of things. So any medium.
You created a fantastic Rushmore on a deadline. So way to go.
It was easy. We'll come up with a good speech. I've seen the show, you know.
Yeah, there you
go. First time appear.
Hey, Ebony Unicorn is in the chat here.
What?
Yeah,
what?
apparently.
Nice.
Hey, show that other card back. Show that other card back.
Oh, I took it off of there. If you load it back up, we'll throw it up there.
Yeah. Let me slide over. Can I? Okay.
Ebony Unicorn, welcome to the show.
The majestical Warner self showed up. Yes.
He only has like 3 cards. My dad just searched them up, and that was one of the cards you saw, right?
Yeah, Heneghan doesn't have that many cards.
I only saw 2 on the
but I do love it.
There you go.
There you go, Ebony Unicorn. This was earlier.
This was his number 4?
Yeah.
Ebony has inspired me along the way to become I'm nervous. She's a celebrity, guys. She's a celebrity. She invited me out to card party. Just a really amazing person that really kind of helped build my passion in Pokemon. Like, I had other ways of getting into it as part of my origin story, but really making it fun and enjoyable for myself really came from her. So, yeah.
Well,
I'm not on screen. I'm getting all misty.
Well, Ebony, I just look. Because you're here, they taught us about you. We are the Rushmore Show. We rank our top 4 things, and we were going to have Dusty and a couple other PokeTubers on and kind of talk Pokemon. And although it's me and Andy's not strong suit, we were going to let our friends lead the way. But I did just subscribe to your channel, and I sent you a wrench. Ebony, thanks for being here. You are now also a celebrity of the Rushmore show, so we appreciate you being here. Thank you. But Tyler shouted you out definitely earlier.
The beloved Nummel.
Yeah, the beloved Nummel. Yeah. He was told that that was a bad idea to sign that, but it was worth it. So, why? Thank you for the welcome. Yeah, no, thank you for being here. All right, Matt, what is your favorite Pokemon card of all time?
Real quick, Andy, you'd love Ebony because she destroys Pikachu cards every time she gets one.
Hey,
Yep.
Easy on Pikachu.
She's known for that. It's it's her thing. Don't fault her for it. It's just kind of
Look, I'll send my address. Send every Pikachu you get this away.
I think she sends that down a shredder, among other things. So, But the number one pick is a known Pokemon. People kind of look at it because it's weird. Kind of going along with the conversation we had earlier where you were mentioning the key Pokemon, Klefki. It's not that, but it's in utensil related. People may kind of know where I'm going with this. I love this. I've always loved this Pokemon and his pre-evolutions. And this card is just an amazing looking card, and it also has a couple guest stars in it. And that is the Spoon Man himself. Alakazam.
Yes.
And now he also has there's a Umbreon and also a Latios in the background as well. So it's an amazing set of cameos. But like the texture on this card is outrageous, among other things. And he's a psychic Pokemon who has spoons, and the spoons have a story that I could talk about, but it would get lost on most people because of the reference where it came from and what happened to this character, because he was actually missing from Pokemon for about 15 to 20 years after he first appeared back in the day because of a lawsuit.
I love how his name's Mega.
And that's an interesting story in itself as to why he went missing and what the relationship is with the person that's sued, because of obvious reasons. But that'll take up a little bit more time than we should probably have, so I don't want to really get into that right now.
I'm going to say this. Last night, Keenan was all about some Alakazam. He was telling me all about the spoons. And then he wanted me to go to the Mega. Tyler, you should appreciate it because you just showed Tarragon. He's like, Dad, go to the Mega Alakazam. He looks like you. And so he had a big.
He's got the beard going. Yeah, he does. Yep.
With all the spoons above him.
I think that whole evolution has the coolest name. Abracadabra
Alakazam.
What a great use of something that already exists.
Just Tyler would enjoy that wordsmithing.
Yeah.
Magic has Never Near All's disc, which is Larry Niven's disc, which is a popular sci-fi author. Yeah. Art is amazing when you keep looking at things and new things from light, new memories. Art is fantastic.
We my band for one show, I believe it's one show, we went under the name Abracadabra.
Abracadabra.
which was fun. One show in Baton Rouge, we played as Abracadabra.
Abracadabra. That's a cool name, dude.
It was fun. It was a fun name, but it wasn't a name that I really wanted to go.
I mean, it's everyone she knows. I mean, it's better than that.
Well, it was Invoke the Nightmare became that.
Oh,
yeah. It wouldn't have fit our other one. Anyway, I love this pick. Alakazam is great. I love that we're getting some of those OGs in there. So that is really awesome to see. Like you said, though, I wish there was a little bit more of that, kind of in the show too back in the day, having that. You didn't really see a lot of this character, which was unfortunate because
I actually watched a good. He was in a little bit of early arc, which was kind of interesting. But they weren't a lot of these. There's just so many even for them. I mean, there's 150 different ones.
How do you fit them all in there?
How often can you go back to them so often? They always tend to run into each other, and over time, it was always interesting to see some of the lesser seen when they are featured. Alakazam's episode or episodes, I guess, were interesting to say the least. So.
Yeah, the psychic Pokemon were really cool. Those were really cool. Outside of like Jinx, but whatever.
Don't get me started.
So I don't know if you saw the comment, Andy, but yeah.
I
know that's unfortunate. Everybody
the shredder.
It's the shredder.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
Laugh out loud.
hurt my child in
that's painful. Even if I am such a collector. So we were talking about these fake cards, right? When the kids bring the cards to school, I cringe.
He hates
I cringe so much because I'm like, I don't care if it's a common card. I don't care if it's the like the card's not even worth the paper it's printed on. And they come and they pull them out of their pocket and they got like 700. And I look at it, I'm like, oh my gosh, can I teach you?
He's even like that with the BGMC cards, like jumping in.
Take care.
Not me.
Take care of your cards.
I take care of all.
But as
my
a card collector, and we do it with the Funko Pops. I know Andy, you like it to get them out. But it's just like if you're a collector, I just feel there should be, because I mean you spend money on it, right? And usually these kids, it's the parents' money. And so I remember that moment when I realized, man, I've got this big collection. I wish I would have took care of these as a younger kid. Look at all these cards. And so I like when we were in there going through his collection, I'm like, put those back up, put them back where they go. Let's put them away.
Every single Funko Pop I want to open, he's like, keep it in the box.
I mean, if he wants to open it, you can open it, but I mean, that's your loss. We've already talked about that. But
I got one side.
Ebony. Yeah, it makes me cringe, not because I love Pikachu or Pokemon, just the collecting idea of it. But I guess it does make all the other Pikachus go up in price. You're eliminating.
That emoji is crazy.
All right, is it Andy, your turn?
My turn. The number one, numero uno on this list. When I think about card, and I think about nostalgia, and I think about just where does my brain go to when I go to this? In a kind of way, it's kind of hard to do this on this episode exactly because of how specific we're going to be with the cards. But I'm just going to throw it up there anyway because we haven't heard it yet today.
First edition.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, it's obvious. I mean, there's no doubt about it. But when you were a kid, if you got this card, you were king of the playground. You were the big dog on campus. And I'm talking about OG holographic Charizard. This card right here, the holographic Charizard was like you had leverage on kids, right? Like you were
the cool kid.
You can't mess with me. If like the sheer joy. This was the original. I feel like in the Pokemon, the chase, like what you were looking for. Like when you flip through and you open up. I remember opening a pack and getting a holo Charizard and feeling like, I feel like this is what heaven is like. You know what I mean? Like this is the peak of existence right here is picking one of these. And that was just where it was, man. And then on top of that, Charizard just being as cool of a character as he is. Matt, as you mentioned earlier, Charizard is always shown this way, right? He's the fire-breathing, menacing dragon. Yeah. And rightfully so. Look, he's 120 HP. He's OP. That is who he is. But he's also loving, right? I love seeing your card and kind of the side you show that he is somebody's pet as well. It's another interesting thing, like when you look at him statistically, and you know how much I love statisticals. He is not as big as you would think he would be. Not that he's tiny, right? But
he's 5'7", 200. Yeah, I said that earlier.
Yeah. So according to
I'm taller than Charizard.
Yeah, exactly. So not a big guy, but what I will say, man, he is powerful for sure.
I'm taller and almost way more than him. That's crazy.
Yeah,
hey, so
Charizard, that was where it was at.
Just want to shout out Real Life Perspective is in. He wants to know if we caught them all yet.
No.
Hey, speaking of that, got to catch them all. And Blastoise, which I mentioned earlier, I got to show you this. This is a little side note. It won't take long, but my baseball team my kids.
No, don't.
Stop. My baseball team. They really struggled catching the ball this year. So I told them I'm making them a new practice jersey, and you brought it up. You brought it up, Sean. And we talked about Blastoise, but look, here it is. You got to catch them all. Blastoise shooting a baseball.
Nice.
And I'm going to make them this jersey because they're called the Dingers. And we're going to this is going to be their, because we got to catch the ball.
I'd be okay with
catch
that.
the ball.
I like
Also, Blastoise is only 5'3". Isn't that great?
He's a turtle.
Big turtle.
He's a
Big turtle.
I guess, yeah, if I saw a 5'3" turtle, I would be freaked out.
That's
Yeah, 5'3" turtle. I know nothing about
Standing on
Pokemon.
its hind legs.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sean, I
One
I don't know much about Pokemon either.
All right, well, guys, before we do things, I will remind you, in Jurassic Park, the raptors are only 5 to 6.5 feet tall.
Yeah, they're not big.
A little bit tall. You know, Charizard could be a raptor. He could be a raptor.
Those toes, man.
The sound.
Do the chickens have large talons?
With like the
Yeah,
like
that's a great name for a baseball team. Dingers. We hit dinger. We didn't hit.
singles, doubles, triples.
We didn't hit
dingers.
one dinger this
I
year
hit
as
a
the Dingers.
Dingers.
But
No home run.
yeah, so
You need to call in the ringers.
that's a funny movie, by the way. Oh,
Here is
all right.
my beloved Pokemon. Have not
Well,
seen it yet.
I love this pick. I kind of had you pegged for Charizard, maybe Pikachu.
He didn't even know.
I'm glad you
Pokemon.
picked the other ones. Charizard, one of the reasons I stay away from Charizard, it's kind of that thing, you know, like if everybody loves something, you want to love something different, especially since I'm not a huge Pokemon guy, right? So Blastoise is my dude. But this one, listen, I'm going to jump into mine. I don't know that anybody will have this on the show tonight or wanted to have this on the show tonight. As soon as I saw this character, I was like, who is that? That is awesome. Now, remember my criteria. If I had a Pokemon and it was standing next to me,
Would I be proud?
would I be proud? Would I be like, yeah,
Oh,
back up. You better get out of here. This guy, to me, is the coolest looking, the most menacing. I mean, he's based off of a lion, right? I'm going with Entei.
Okay. I
Entei.
didn't have to even see the card.
This freaking dude is
Somebody made very happy.
whole set because he had only one, and we had to catch them all. This is the only one he had. I'm like, dude,
Legendary
go find
Pokemon.
that Entei. This guy. If I had him as my guy, I'm walking around the playground, chest out. Y'all want to fight? What's going on? I don't know what you get. Charizard, I don't care. And look, Tyler, he's fire. So,
like he's fired. He's
fire
heat.
type. But man, I absolutely love this dude.
Entei kind of day.
Entei kind of day. I don't know. I don't know much about him except he is the coolest looking Pokemon in my opinion.
He wouldn't
And
know about
I
this
want him
Pokemon
on my
unless
team.
me. I'll be some.
So that's going to be my number one. And look, Blastoise would have been my number one for sure, and Gengar because of Cannon. But I just think he's so cool looking. And the other two are cool looking too, but I like him more than the other. There's the three,
like all his
the
Pokemon,
tiger and
like,
the other guy.
He looks really cool. I don't want to say his name.
Yeah.
They've got
Anyways,
a very killer version of Entei in front of a volcano exploding.
I have that.
The Rock of Life. Dusty, if you got it, you got to show it to him. It's like
I don't have it. It's in my
penny.
graded briefcase, which I don't have readily available. It's
Well,
I had to get up. and I
Ebony
had to move
says,
everything.
KP, you are all right with me. Is that one of your faves too, Ebony?
It's an amazing art.
definitely gonna be
I
a homie
love
flop
that.
for Ebony Unicorn. Of course, she's a unicorn, so Ponyta and Rapidash are up there, but Arcanine's another one of her homies.
I like Arcanine.
You know, she's got her card collection on points, and I just wish I had my cards
I
better.
kind of wish he had more a cooler one than this because I know there are some. I saw some art, but this is the best one he had.
I was going to actually bring that one out, and I didn't think about it. I feel stupid for not, but
What set is it out of, Dusty? We can do a quick Google search.
I got my collector up. Give me a second.
No rush, buddy. But yeah, again, art evokes a certain emotion and passion in people, and when you see it and it rings that tuning fork inside, you just know it. Just
I like how he just looks like he's wearing a helmet. Like he looks like he's got like the Fu Rockety Black Chockety little Fu Manchu action going on. He's so cool looking. Well, big lion. I mean, who doesn't want a lion? For goodness sakes.
Hold on. It's Crown Zenith Galarian Gallery.
Yeah.
Oh.
Crown Zenith Galarian Gallery.
That's Zenith. If you want to be
the one. That's the. I have that in a PSA something 9 or 10. I think I got it again. It was a cheap one because it was probably a 9, like I usually do.
Oh,
but he's on a cliff, and you'd have to. I don't have this way to show this.
I'm starting to feel
this one here.
I've seen that one.
Well, there's only one Galarian Gallery, number 30. It's GG36.
Wait, hold on. I clicked it.
Yeah, that would be it. That card is literal fire. Literal fire.
It's fire. It clocks
that card looks so cool.
Oh, and it's not very.
want
All cards not super. Yeah, I paid a little.
54 bucks.
It's about 60, 50 to 50, 60 bucks for depending. Graded, I have it 9. I can see my collection, and I have it at 9. Paid the same price as Raw at the time.
If you get too hooked into Pokemon, man, and you start seeing all these good cards and getting good deals, reach out to one of us. We'll pull you back from the brink.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's going to be my George for the day, and that is our man. But we're not done. We got a little bit of a round of honorable mentions. Yes. Here's the cool thing: we only Rushmored one time with Charizard, so there are a lot over 1,000 still left. And let's see, we can't double up anymore. So let's do what we like to call all about the Benjamins. All about the Benjamins basically is our little fun way to add to the show. And today we're going to add some honorable mentions. The reason it's called Benjamins is because Benjamin Franklin was kind of considered to be the 5th guy on the mountain. So we want to know, Tyler, Matt, who missed your mountains today? It's a draft order. So it's Tyler, Matt, Andy, me, and then me, Andy, Matt, Tyler, Matt, Andy, me, Andy, Matt, Tyler. So Tyler, you're going to get the first pick and the last pick of the draft. And this one doesn't have to go so into it. Just kind of shout out one. We'll look it up. We'll see it, and then we'll just kind of move along.
All right.
But let's see what you got. Yep, we're going to get 4, but it's one at a time.
Okay.
But remember, here's the cool thing: if you think.
I had like 8, and I was like, well, I could get 4 done real quick, but we'll
here's the thing: if one of them is taken, then you can't. So you get like 8 in case something's taken.
Okay, I gotcha.
You know what I mean? Because we're drafting.
Well, if we need to shorten up for time, we can, or maybe you guys will be cool enough to have me back. I'd love to come back. So first one up for my alternate pick. Now, criteria was a choice. I love jokes and puns, movie references. It's like a tick for me. So there are certain cards that you can pull that will do this for everybody. And my pick is a spiel. This particular spiel is from Chinese gem set or something else like that. But I pulled 2. And each and every time with spiel, well, you know the song, spiel, I've been kissed by a rose on the gray. It is PA3, if you're looking for it. Andy. Yeah. Yeah, it's a bad joke. But look at the guy. He's hanging out in the water. He's having fun. It's a good
That is
time.
a cool card there.
Get a little song out of it. You know, you got a song in your heart and you see the card, sing it out loud. Why not?
Now, I tease, but that was me making the sounds, by the way. And it was the computer, not me. No, it wasn't me making that sound. It was the computer. You know what I mean?
Excuse you.
Really.
Maybe it was. Who knows? But it's cute. I do like a lot of cute Pokemon too, and it was just funny. It just cracked me up.
I like
your joke was the funny part more than anything.
I like the superimposed Pokeball kind of in the background of the
Master
bottom.
Ball, you mean?
Yeah,
They're Chinese gem set or the Chinese, even American have them. Some of the newer sets have it too. They went away from the initial Pokeball style from Prismatic. Now there's a couple different styles that they went through, and some are good, some are bad. These aren't bad. These are pretty cool because they're very visible. I like them. I love
it.
I have
That's a cool card. All right, Matt, what's your next one?
My next one is a very well-known Pokemon. I have two versions if I want to show you real quick. I have the Japanese version and I have an American version, but the American version is in what I call an extended frame, because you can buy frames and holders like this and artwork that further extend on the card to make it just cooler. And it's a card I really like. I have to pull both versions. So I'll show you the Japanese version first. Psyduck. Son of a Psyduck. Psyduck.
Psyduck.
My filter, yeah. This is from Ascended Heroes. Well, this one's from
I've seen
the Japanese Ascended
where it, like,
Heroes.
extends the card art. Yeah.
But the English version I have in a extended,
Yeah.
so it matches the art to the rest of the card. It's just
Oh, that's awesome.
play piece. I have a few like that. I have another one I'm probably going to show that's kind of like this too. You'll get to see that hopefully. So, but the Psyduck is a cool card.
Just a fun thing. When you mentioned Cubone, Andy, and I said that there was like a cult following for some, and it's kind of Psyduck was the other guy I was thinking of.
Yeah.
He's one of the ones of the few.
His brain always hurting.
Yeah.
All right, so
what's your next
criteria for Benjamins? But I'll just say this: I'm not picking specific cards. I'm just rounding out my Pokemon team now with my favorite Pokemon. I'm just going to go off the rails here, and I wanted to make this in my top 4 because he's my favorite Pokemon of all of them, and I'm going with my spirit animal, Snorlax. Snorlax is on my list.
I mentioned it earlier. He's on a short list.
I love Snorlax. Absolutely.
That's a great pick. That's a great pick. And yeah,
that's his spirit.
It's like my spirit animal too. Yeah.
But he goes to sleep. That's his kind of what he does.
So these next two,
he's been stuck.
I had them in my top 4 for a little bit, trying to figure out how I wanted to map them out, and I picked Greninja and obviously the other ones for a reason.
Stuff like that.
But these two are really close. I mean, if I'm building a team, right? If I have these 4 and these guys too, I'm just excited. I am excited.
Well, in the games you get to pick 6.
Right. So here's my first 6. Right. So I'm going Lucario, and this is that pick that Cannon's favorite Lucario card he has, and then
good one. Yes.
Gyarados.
That one I pulled out of that.
Gyarados, I love that.
I pulled those together.
I mean,
the most impressive, at least in the originals, evolution. What Gyarados comes from is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Gyarados comes from. I love that.
Everybody wants to diss on the magic card. It's just a fish, but then the right circumstances, Gyarados. Can't lie.
I love magic card.
You got to swim upstream before they change. If you ever saw the cartoon,
magic card is at my top 4.
Yeah. So I'm going to go with that. So I'm filling out this team really well, I think.
Yeah, but I'm going to fill it out better because I'm going to go Mewtwo for my next pick. Mewtwo.
It's too easy for me. I couldn't do it.
Well,
it's a perfect pick. No, I love Mewtwo, like I said. So good pick.
But I'm going to go Mewtwo for sure for my next one.
He's too obvious.
Yeah.
All right, Matt. Back to you now. What's your next pick?
And I'm going on the art still, like I said, and this is going to go off of not only the extended art frames like I showed you with the Psyduck, but this is also what they call connecting arts, which is 2 or more cards that connect to form a picture. And if anybody knows, I hate this camera, that this is a trainer parent and this is a Suian Growlithe, right? Yep. And she's taking a picture of it, and it's the way the cards connect. And the frame's really extended, cool. Obviously.
That's so
the Growlithe, cool. But she's taking the picture up top, and you can see,
that is awesome.
They extend the art, so it's cohesive, and it's just cool.
Really
I just
cool.
love it.
Really,
Another nice display piece. Pulled those 2 separately and completely different times in a matter of a month. I'm just like, oh, awesome! I completed it. So yeah.
I like them.
All right, cool deal. All right, Tyler, you get back-to-back picks now, man. What's your next one?
Oh geez. Well, in considering all of this, as an artist myself, I find art is broken down into two things. It's either impression or expression. Either you're feeling something or you're emoting something, right? Talking about the fake card earlier, and I encourage anybody to find a way to healthily express themselves and appreciate what they've got. It restores faith, it cures ailments, it makes days better, whether it be music or writing or painting. If it makes your soul feel good, do it. And so I didn't want to include this on the original list because this is a fan art. This is a Pokemon painted onto an energy card by Mr. Kev the Pokeghost, KEV_. I'll probably drop it. I like pimping out other people, but nothing for me. I'm good. I'm like the A-team. You can find me. All right, now I'm off the rails. Okay, Andy, if you queue up PA4 for me. What I love about this is I have no passion or feeling behind Gengar, but I asked for Gengar on the beach. Like, I had this idea of like a moonlit silhouette. He's in a beach chair, or a bright sunny day. He's in a beach chair. He's got a drink, the umbrellas on it. He's on the beach having a good time. I gave that art instruction to Kev. Kev whipped out a 1920s swimsuit Gengar. It's epic. So, sorry, Kurt, I forgot your son's name. I keep wanting to call him Connor.
Cannon,
like Cannonball.
Cannon. Sorry, Cannon. I'm an old man. Bear with me. But Cannon, I really appreciate your Gengar art. So, man, if you got a bunch of energy cards and some markers, you got a bunch of energy, brother, maybe try to impress your friends with your art, man. You could fail. You could succeed. The only way you can find out is to try. And I'm really happy my friend.
He loves to draw and color and write. And
there you go, bud.
That is so cool.
You could do Pokemon in other ways.
Speaking of that,
I'm very touched that my friend Kev painted me this card, and it is the second best card in my collection. My first one's a whole different story. You can find me on a stream. I'll tell you about it. Yeah, art is subjective. Art is personal, but we wanted to talk about Pokemon art, so maybe we'll just throw this one.
That's really cool. Absolutely love that one.
That's dope. That's
really cool.
Uh-huh.
All right, so you get another one now too, because you do go back to back.
Wait.
Oh,
so I can't find it, Tyler. But during COVID, I did the outlines for him for this, but he drew this.
Oh, dude, very nice.
And he made it a zombie
Flash, and then
I just outlined it. He painted it and kind of drew it off of another picture.
Then on the I have another one. It was John Cena.
He did a John Cena one that I helped him paint.
Oh, you're holding it up right there.
Huh?
You're holding it up right there. If it's John Cena.
Oh yeah.
Right there.
It's this one right here.
Eddie got me
John Cena.
But Cannon, excellent shading on that, my friend. Shading's all depth and everything else. That's some killer work. If I'm queued up next, it's another quickie. Next for me, Andy, is
here's another one from COVID.
He's got Wolverine too. Nice.
Love that. I'll queue up your next one, Tyler. Is it the Z?
Yeah. Azorts. Jeez.
That's cool too. My brother was like
we are VR troopers. All right.
VR troopers and a Wayne's World reference. Tyler, I didn't think I could like you any more than I did.
I'm your old bearded I'm your old bearded man of your dreams. All right.
wow. Okay.
I wanted to keep it cost efficient. Kirk was also talking about the price of these things. Get your kids hooked on cardboard so they don't have money for drugs. It's kind of the good PSA of Pokemon. But every once in a while, because there is some inherent flaws and hacks and all of that other stuff, life is what it is. We can make it better, but choices, right? So this I pulled last Friday on CTR Live. Only
you got
151 I ever bought, and the result was the rarest God pack to get, apparently.
Yeah,
that is. So grand total for all three of these cards is right around $690, and it's a connecting art. You have the card on the left is the bottom, the card in the middle is the middle, and the Charizard goes on top.
I
And
love that.
It's 151.
they're fun. They're holographic.
Great
I'm
set.
gonna get them signed by somebody because
No, please don't. With all the cards to get signed.
they're not
for the
they're
value.
not art until they're signed, buddy.
Ugh.
That's how I collect.
I only have the one. I have the Charizard. I don't have the other two, so I'm jealous on top of that.
Just sign them over the case.
Nope, it's got to be on the card, buddy. The case
No.
the card has got
Sign
to
him
be
on the
there.
back. Sign him
Oh,
on
I
the back.
turned into that surprise villain of the story.
Ebony says, "Do not sign them."
I'll give you proxies in exchange if you give me those. If you give me the Charmander and Charmeleon, I'll give you proxies, and you can you can sign those, please. Don't deface those cards.
Grand total is $105 I have into these, so some offer like that I might entertain. But this is my fun. This is my enjoyment of my collection, and it makes it very memorable for other people. Usually,
It's torturing some of us.
and other things. So, sometimes you can get lucky in Pokemon, and you can either cherish it, you can revel in it, or you can sell it off, and hopefully you can find some peace somewhere else.
I love that.
That's my
I love
almost.
that.
I just want it for my collection, frankly, because I collect Charizards. Jeez. You pulled the hardest demigod pack of the ones for 151 because the one I see the most of is the Blastoise one, which I just saw recently again. I don't think I've ever seen. I missed the CTR stream. I don't know what I was probably unconscious. That's rare to see the Charizard demigod pack from 151. Those 3 cards. When he hit that first card, you must have been like, "Uh-oh," because that's not in the right order. So that's an amazing pull, to say the least. So.
It was a 72-hour luck streak, so that was the tail end. I pulled 2 Dragonite SIRs the day before, BWR Reshiram, Zekrom Secret Art from Blackpool, and then the Mega Gengar SIR, the Mega Attack Rare, and the Psyduck out of one Mega Dream box.
The $1,300 Gengar?
It was the Japanese one, so $450.
Oh, well, that's still up there. It's still not cheap, but
just an amazing luck streak. I thought, I started saying secret things in my head and doing certain rituals, like what's happening in my life is something crazy going to happen other than this. You give me a last taste of joy here. So it was a very scary time, but a very enjoyable time. But
you were speaking to Nicolas Cage again.
All your friends, things can wildly get out. Too much of a good thing can always get wildly out of control.
Yes, I had a streak like that and it died.
Appreciate it, enjoy it. Savor it. Might not happen for a while.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, Matt, we're back to you. What's one that didn't make your list, but should have?
I think it's another one that people hate more than like, underappreciated. I think it's cool. It's one of the few, if not 2 Pokemon that is made of money. So, Goldengo.
Goldengo, yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I love him.
He's
one of many
also
Goldengo
got
cards I have.
quite a little bit of a following now. I say now.
Well, he in the actual playing of the game, his card, the one card which I have, it's a regular-ish card. It was very powerful. It still is. So it's a very hated card for that reason too, because if somebody whips out a Goldengo deck, you're done basically. If I can't remember if it's still in play or not, I don't know. I don't play.
Isn't that the Goldengo?
Ebony says, "I like cheese string man."
That's what they that's another nickname they call him, cheese string man or string cheese man.
Isn't that card of Goldengo the one that's like the 2 cards with his
Gimmigholes on the bottom? I don't know where I have like a couple. I have so many cards I can't find. They're not grouped together quite yet. And I had the Gimmighoul and more Goldengos. I had a better Goldengo to show, but I don't have it. I mean, it's a myriad of the tens of thousands of cards that I'm still going through. So,
You should get an extension case for that.
That's not a real valuable card. It's more valuable to me because I love the character. So
Yeah.
It is what it is.
The character's just real cool.
Yeah, he's kind of cool looking.
That's
All right.
He's like on a snowboard throwing coins. That's cool.
That's the one I couldn't find that I have. It's in one of my boxes over here that I just couldn't have time to find it all. So that was the one I was going to pick. That's a good card.
Check that one out, Andy. You would love that.
That's pretty cool.
Nice.
All right, Andy, what you got?
Next on my list, I remember pulling this card and for this Pokemon when I was a kid and just thinking, man, this dude just is a tank. Literally looks like a tank. I'm going to go with Rhydon. Rhydon.
Yeah, good pick. I had him on my list thinking about him.
Was another dude that was like, nobody's going to mess with you if you got him on your squad.
I like him a lot. I thought about him, but
Rhydon?
Cannon helped me out with these last few, and really just going by the card art a lot and some of his favorite cards. Doesn't matter. Which one you shoot first?
First I got this Zacian.
Yeah, so Zacian. That is a really cool card. Man, he looks like a paladin, like wolf or something, huh?
Yeah.
He's really cool. And then
which is the sword half of Sword and Shield.
Sword and Shield, yep.
And
then
Zamazenta is the shield, yeah.
Yeah.
And Blaziken.
Blaziken.
That is a cool Blaziken.
Fire chicken.
I'm finishing my deck.
Yes, and my last pick, in a sense, I could be breaking the rule because I'm crushmoring with everybody here, but not really. You'll understand what I mean in a second. My last pick, let's have some fun with it. Let's throw some fun on our squad, and love this power because
energy.
I'm going to go Ditto for my last pick.
Yeah.
I remember the original card that was like a CGI looking Ditto thing. It was like
back in the old,
totally a different animation set. It's like they took it from something completely different and just stuck it on a card. Really cool. But I'm gonna go Ditto. I was a big Kirby fan growing up, and kind of that same idea where he would just copy what you did. So I'm going Ditto. Why not?
I Ditto. That's a pretty cool
Do you
guy.
agree?
That's the cards my dad needed for this.
Yeah, it's a game. He gave me all these cards for tonight. All right.
That's crazy.
What's your Matt? Where are you going?
I just figured this one's more for purely or aesthetics more than anything. Not one of my top Pokemon, but still cool. It's a Japanese version of the card. It's Vettel. Is YVETAL or something. I forget how it's spelled. It's really just a cool artwork.
Oh, that is cool.
So, really, just
Nice.
The sleeve, but it's a
so shiny
card. It's the This is Japanese version. I was Chinese.
All right, Tyler, you get our last pick, the last one today. What we got?
Okay, it's a twofer for it. This goes back to actual Pokemon art. If you'll queue up 29 for me, bud. I met a nice. Her name was Liliana. Nice young artist. This is my first Pokemon. Her favorite Pokemon was Mimikyu. So this is oil pastel that I did the night before, and I didn't include it on the list because I didn't want to self-promote. But there's a good moral to this story. So I traded this one for her. And Andy, if you could bring up Roaring for me.
Absolutely.
What she did for me was she went home and she made this for me. We exchanged art. And Roaring Moon, I'm a Pokemon editor by side hustle. I had a very traumatic time where I wasted 2 hours trying to find a red winged Charizard. Looked at every one of them for 2 hours, then went back to the footage and realized he said Roaring Moon. I wasted 2 hours of my life. So this young lady has taken all of that in my life and made it something very spectacular. And Liliana is great. She lives in San Diego, hanging out with her dad, collecting cards, having a good time. And she pops in my chat every once in a while. We're going to do another art exchange. So, no matter how you collect, it's the meaning that you find in it. It's the things that you can want to change in your life. You can actually start to realize them. It's so fun. If you're having fun with it.
That's cool.
I love that. I love that way to end this mountain today. So great picks all around, everybody. Man, it was great to have you guys, but we're not done because I don't know if we mentioned this. We do have a new third segment, very quick segment. It's an extra. It's a bonus game, and Kirk will explain that here.
So we built this wheel for our conventions. And what happens is people will come to our table and we do giveaways like Dax that was in the thing earlier. And what they do is they'll spin the wheel, and whatever it lands on, we'll ask them a question to that. Well, it used to just say dry erase marker stuff. And when it landed on, we would ask them, hey, give me your Rushmore. So if it landed on video games, what's your favorite video game? Pokemon. Oh, well, can you give me a Rushmore of your favorite Pokemon? Yeah, sure. And then we'd film them. Well, I kind of sponsored, or not sponsored it, but kind of made it our own logos and things. And so there are 10 games on here that we can play. There's another 6 that we won't play. And I'm going to spin the wheel. Whatever it lands on, we're going to play that game to end. And it usually takes about 10 minutes. So, Cannon, since you're here today, why don't you spin it? Don't spin it very long because it'll take forever.
I'll just stop.
No, don't spin it. Spin it. There you go.
Big bucks, no whammies, big bucks, big bucks, big bucks.
No whammies.
And we'll make it go to the next one because this game here would take way too long. This is one of the games we won't play. This is the one we will play. So this is Blind Rank.
Oh, I love this.
You may have seen this before.
I've seen this.
You may have seen this before. I'm going to give you 5 things blindly, and you have to rank them in order without knowing what comes next.
All right.
All right. They're all going to be Pokemon today. They're all going to be Pokemon today. So this is Matt and Tyler. You guys are going to do it.
I'm going to do this too.
So
This is one wacky game show.
we're in a game show. All right. Quote Blind Rank. All right. So
Okay, that's good.
Matt, here is your list. All right. You can go first. And then I have another list for
They
Tyler.
each get their own blind rank, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So, Matt, the first one on your list, you have to rank them 1, 2, 3, 4, or Benjamin. So, you're going to rank them top 4 or a Benjamin. Right out the gate, I'm going Mewtwo.
Okay. Should I rank it now?
Yeah.
Yes. You don't
Whether
know what
it's
happens
1, 2,
next.
3, 4, or 5. Not knowing what comes next.
Of my realistic Pokemon, it's number 1.
Number 1. That opening, that's what I like that. I like that. Mewtwo's a
All
great.
right, so that's number 1. Number 2 on your list today is Dragonite.
Oof. Last.
5.
I like Dragonite.
I
I
love
don't
Dragonite.
not like Dragonite, but if you're going to give me 5 Pokemon, chances are he's not going to be in the top 4.
I respect that. I get it.
All right, I respect that. Tyranitar.
Oh, love Tyranitar. With
So you have 2, 3, or 4 left.
I'm going to do 3.
Okay, so you have 2 and 4 left.
Yeah,
Gengar.
It's
2.
And your number 4 today, you might be a little sad, is Charizard.
Oh,
Charizard.
That's
So,
fine because I like a lot. I like so many, and
Not a
I'd rather
bad
have
list.
something that's
Not a bad list. Not a bad
Wow.
list. All right. Player 2, which is Tyler. Tyler, here's your list. Number 1, Greninja.
Ooh.
4.
4, Rayquaza.
Ooh.
Which I will say this would have been on my list today but Cannon doesn't have a card of Rayquaza.
All right.
not
And
yet.
there's no criteria. This is just ranking the Pokemon, right?
No, how you like them?
Okay. Only for the story, I'll give Ray goes 3.
So 3 and 4.
Yeah.
So you have 1, 2, and 5 left. Umbreon.
Ooh.
Moonbreon. Sunbreon. Yeah,
I'm going to reverse. Benjamin's important. The number 1 slot is the one that always should win. But
Yeah.
if you take time and you consider the underdogs, Benjamin's right there. So
I like it.
Benjamin's going to be my truest pick. We'll see.
All right. Blastoise.
You have 1 and 5.
We'll throw him at 1.
Blastoise at the 1, and the
And
other one-
Lucario.
Rushmore fixes in.
Lucario.
And Lucario is number 5.
Oh no! I didn't want Lucario to be inserted. Reroll. It's favoritism.
Reroll.
Pull up just OG 151, and I'll give you a blind rank of mine.
All right. You want just OG?
151, because I have no idea what 3 of those guys are that you just said.
What?
The ultra ones are very.
Who'd you have? Embryo? Who was Embryo?
Umbreon it's the black Eevee.
Oh,
Black colored Eevee. It's the psychic version of Eevee's evolution.
With
It's the most popular, most expensive cards that are of Eevee. You know,
All right, here we go.
it, trust me.
All right, out of the OG 151 though, this will be fun.
All right, which one should I do? This one or this one?
Do that one.
This one?
No, the second one.
This one.
Yes.
Okay.
Just
I think we should do this one.
end off with that if you do.
I think we should do this one.
Okay, do it.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
151. OG. Number 5. Not number 5. Not number 5. But your first out of the 5. Mewtwo.
Oh goodness. Give me the 2. Give me the 2 for Mewtwo.
Mewtwo.
Lapras.
Mew3.
Ooh. Mm.
I feel like you're going to come worse than Lapras, so I'm going to go 4 to be safe on Lapras.
Snorlax.
Oh, 1. Easy. See, I see 1 easily. So I got the 3 and the
Yes.
Charizard.
3. That's painful, but
And
I like it. Snorlax, Mewtwo, Charizard. I mean, that's
and last
So disappointed.
last is Gengar.
Oh,
I love my list. Actually, I would put Gengar above Lapras.
They're all
I thought
good,
you would
yeah.
come worse than Lapras. I thought you'd
Yeah.
come worse than Lapras, but I my top 3 are solid.
So
I
the
would've
other
put
list,
Lapras
the
last
other
year.
list was Blastoise, Dragonite, Arcanine, Scyther, and Scyther and Pikachu.
That's a good list too. That's a good list.
So, Mr. Zard's Mix, welcome in. Welcome in, man. Thanks for being here. Nice to meet you. So we're actually ending the show.
G'day, y'all.
As we end the show, as we always do, guys, can you tell them about your corner of the internet? Tyler, you can go first.
I have a very small. I paint on live stream and I sing karaoke for my videos. I'm a retiree, just trying to make a fun bit of life while I can. And you can find me. Otherwise, I'll probably be in somebody's chat. Say hello.
Tyler.
Drop a movie.
Tyler, I do have a question. Aside from Pokemon,
What do you say?
if you were to do another show, would you like movies, music, or video games? Because we need to have you back on.
Music, if you want to get esoteric. Movies would probably be if you wanted to do an enduro stream.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
Maybe video games, and then I can clue you in on the side ephemera, like the video game movies, but not like the normal list, like the fun ones. And, certain levels. Sure. Let's go movies. Let's just get romantic and long-winded. It's my nom de plume.
Nice. Well, we'll talk because we're actually booking video games now. Movies will be the next set of we're leaving movies now. So movies will be November and December. If you'd like to be on, and obviously Matt, you're welcome on. Both of y'all are welcome on ever again, dude. I had a blast hanging out with you, Tyler. Thanks for coming, and thanks for always being in the chat. But Matt, tell everybody about your neck of the woods. Oh, Tyler, is there a schedule that you have when you paint, or is it just random?
Tuesdays is a lock, and then it's pretty much random. It's usually mountain time, right around 5-ish. I get bored. Mid-afternoon, just let's get creative. So I wish I was professional like you boys, but I'm just having a little bit of amateur fun.
And you know what? We really aren't professional. We just knew one of the few things we saw when we started, we're a bunch of old dudes. Like, what is a good way to grow is like to be consistent at the same time so people know. So that was just something we kind of started. It used to be Monday mornings we would drop when we would pre-record it because I found where that was a good time for us. And then when we started going live, we wanted to go some kind of primetime slot. So we started on Tuesdays and Fridays, and we ended up landing on Thursdays, which has been great for us. But guys, thanks for being here. Matt, share your corner of the world, and there it is. There it is. Show your corner of the world and everything you're doing over on your page.
Well, you could find me YouTube and pretty much actually every social media. Dusty Flotilla is what I got, luckily. And also my website, dustyflotilla.com, will have all my links to all my socials and my most current video on the front page and just other ramblings that I have there as well. So just keep your eyes open on everything. You'll see me post a lot more probably of stuff on Instagram and, pictures and shorts and stuff like that as of late. Long form's kind of taking a break. Just don't have the time right now to deal with stuff like that. But, sometime, eventually, you might see some more of that as well, obviously. But I'm not going anywhere, and just keep your eyes open.
Well, we love to have you. Man, we can't wait till you guys come back on again. This has been a fun show. I missed the fact that we didn't have PokéTrev and we didn't have PokéTalk, but man, Tyler, thanks for jumping in. Matt, it's always a blessing. Cannon got to be on with you guys today. He hasn't been on in about, maybe a year, maybe almost 2 years. But he always pops in the back. But obviously, we love you guys. We love the community. Andy, tell everybody good night, man.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. Let's say goodnight like we always do. This is the Rushmore Show, where it's all about your top 4
and nothing more.
Peace.